Good morning, all of you. So, can you all hear me? If you all can hear me, please respond. Tanya, Ayush, Nikita, and everyone. If I'm audible, you can respond here. All right. So, let's start with a discussion of DILR CAT 2018. All the sets will discuss one by one. All right. So, let's start with the first set here. So, this is the first set which is in front of your screen. Okay, very, very interesting one. Now, it says each of the 23 boxes in the picture. So a total of 23 boxes are there. All right. So we can say there is a total of 23 boxes in the picture below represents a product manufactured by one of the following three companies. So there are three companies, that is Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. So we can say that is A, B, and C here. The area of the box, the area of all the box is proportional to the revenue from the corresponding of the box with the revenue here from the corresponding product. While its center, the center represents the product popularity and the market potential score of the product out of 20. And the shading of some of the boxes got erased. So some of the boxes for shading it has got erased. So left y-axis, it is nothing but that is market potential, and here it is product popularity. Now, what is the next step here? The companies classified their products into the four categories. Now, there are four categories here. That is promising, the value is greater than blockbuster, if it is equal to 10, and hope if it's equal to 10. So the criteria, but that is the 10. Whether the x-axis and the y-axis of the center of each of the rectangle is more than 10 or less than 10. And the following facts are also known. So what I can do here is, before we solve this one, I can draw a line like this. Okay, this is the line for 10 and this is the line for plus 10. Okay, so you can see there is a 10 and 10 and 10. Now, what are the different criterias? We all know. So if I go back, if you look at here, what is given here? Product popularity score. Promising is if it is both of them are greater than 10. So it is promising if both of them are greater than 10. So can you tell me which reason is promising here? If both of them are greater than 10 here. So both of them are values are greater than 10. X is also greater than 10 as well as Y is also greater than 10. So can I say this particular reason is nothing but that is my promising here? I hope that this is clear to all of you. This particular reason here is nothing but that is going to be promising here. Is that part clear to all of you? Please respond. Keep responding, all of you. Yes, right. That is the top right. So the top right area is nothing but that is the promising here. Okay. Now, similarly, if I go back here, if both of them are less than or equal to 10, if both of them are less than or equal to 10, then it is said to be as no hope. So no hope here. So if I'm talking about which is the no hope, less than equal to 10. So can I say this area, it is equal to the no hope? I'm writing down here. This area is nothing but that is the no hope here. Okay. So no hope, the value should be less than or equal to 10. So this area is nothing but that is equal to no hope. Here all the values are less than 10 here. Okay. So promising is there, no hope is there. Go back to the previous slide. Now just here. Blockbuster greater than 10 but less than 10. So X is greater, blockbuster popularity score is greater than 10. So popularity score is greater than 10 but other parameter is less than. So this parameter, it is nothing. This is my blockbuster. So I can say this is my blockbuster. So promising, no hope, and blockbuster. And the last part, the fourth one, it is nothing but doubtful. So top left, it is doubtful here. So this reason, it is nothing but that is doubtful. And remember, we need to concentrate on the center. Center represents the popularity score and the market potential here. So once you identify this, then the rest of the things will become easy here. Okay, if you start counting, then it will be difficult. Okay, it might be possible that you'll just start checking that which one is here, the value is 10 or more than 10. So just draw a line parallel to x-axis and y-axis, that is x equal to 10 and y equal to 10. And you can easily classify in the four sector here. Now let's start with one by one here. Okay, so there are three companies, that is Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. So we are talking about nothing but that is the Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie here. Okay, so if I'm talking about the Alpha, let's go to the first statement here. Alpha and Bravo, it says A and B have the same number of products in the blockbuster category here. Now, if you look at here, in here, Alpha, blockbuster here, Alpha and Bravo have the same number of category. So Alpha here, you can see right now, this is Alpha. I'm writing down, this is Alpha, and this is the blockbuster, and this is Charlie and Charlie. Now, so can you guys tell me on the basis, because Alpha and Bravo, it has to be exactly same. So as of now here in this blockbuster category, if I'm talking about the blockbuster category, that is Alpha is there, Bravo is there, and the Charlie is there. Okay. For Alpha, we have got two. As of now, there are two here. And for Bravo, and Charlie, it is one. And for two of these squares, we have no idea whether it belongs to Alpha and whether it belongs to Bravo or whether it's belongs to Charlie. But Alpha and Bravo is same. So how can I distribute the remaining two? Now there are two here. So can I say Bravo, add one in Bravo? Okay, there is one more we need Bravo. So I need one for Bravo. One more is remaining. So that one, it cannot go to Alpha, because if I put that one to Alpha, the Alpha will become 3. So it means the other one is nothing but that is Charlie here. Charlie. So we can definitely say that in the blockbuster category, A is equal to 2. All right, and B is equal to 2, and the Charlie, it will be equal to how much? Also 2 in the blockbuster category. Is that part clear to all of you? Please respond, everyone. Okay, there are 7. So just a minute. Charlie, there are 2 plus 1, that is 3. I did it wrong. Charlie is, yes, Nikita, I changed it. Charlie is 2 plus 1, 3. So that is the only possibility. So I can say that in the blockbuster category, when it comes to the blockbuster category, Alpha is equal to nothing but that is 2. So there are 2 Alpha, okay, 2 Beta, or 2 is Bravo, and 3 is Charlie. But out of those 2 blank cell, one of them will be Charlie, one will be nothing but B. So I can write down here, this is B oblique C, and this will be oblique C. On the basis of other information, we can identify which one is B, which one is C here. But I hope that this is clear to all of you regarding as far as the blockbuster category is concerned. Any doubts to anyone regarding the block and this? No. Tanya, Santosh, Nikita, Ayush, everyone. Now let's go back to the second point. Second point says Charlie had in the no hope category. So now we need to concentrate on no hope. So Charlie had C has more than B, but less than A in the no hope category. So in no hope category, A is greater than C and C is greater than B here. So let me see here in the no hope category. So in the no hope category, we know that is A, it is greater than C, and C, it has to be greater than B. And what is the total number of cells here is equal to 6. Remember guys, the total number of cells is 6. Out of which there is already 2 of them is Alpha and 1 of them is Bravo. Okay, so we know that Alpha is 2 and the Bravo is 1, and I need to distribute remaining 3. And total is 6. So total is 6. In any case, the total value is 6. So I think there is only one possibilities. Okay, that is nothing but that is 3 possibilities. That the sum of A plus C plus B is equal to 6, as well as A is greater than C, C is greater than B. Because B is 1. Minimum B के पास 1 तो है ही, और C की वैल्यू B से बड़ी होनी चाहिए, तो C को मैं 2 लूंगा, and if I take C as 2, so A has to be equal to 3 here. All right, so A is equal to, so I can say in the no hope category, B is equal to 1 and A is equal to 2. So Bravo is 1. So we already know that Bravo. So as far as the remaining 3 cells are concerned, out of these 3 remaining cells, 2 of them are C and 1 of them is A. Because because A has to be equal to 3 here. Any doubt? So I can say all either. So I hope that it is clear to all of you here. So in the no 1. So I hope that the category no hope is also clear. And which one is which, that we'll see later on with the help of some other state. Point number 3. Point number 3 says each company had equal promising category. So in the promising category, A equal to B equal to C. So in the promising category, A is equal to B equal to C. So A equal to B equal to C. So can I say there are three values, three companies in promising category? C should be also equal to 1. That is the only possibilities. Okay. Each one of them is equal. So A equal to 1, B equal to 1, and C equal to 1 in promising category. Now coming to the doubt category. I need to doubtful category is A, B, and C in a doubtful category here. So let's see what are the values of A, B, C in the doubtful category. Let me go back here. Now, option 4 statement in the doubtful category. And Bravo in this category. So Charlie is equal to 0 and alpha is 1 more than the Bravo. So Charlie is equal to 0. So I can put here Charlie is nothing but that is equal to 0. And how many companies? You can see 1, 2, 3. In the doubtful, a total of 7 of them are there. And in the doubtful, total 7 companies are there. And out of the 7 companies, A plus B is equal to 7 and A has to be 1 more than B. So the only possibility is that A is equal to 4 and B has to be equal to 3 here. Okay, A has to be equal to 4 and B is equal to 3. So already we have got 2 Bravo and 2 Alpha. So out of the remaining 3 cells, we need 2 alphas and 1 Bravo. So I hope that the classification till here it is clear that in the number of companies in the category Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie, as well as in these 4 sectors is clear. Any doubts now to all of you? Till this step, Santosh, Nikita, Tanya, everyone, keep responding if there is any doubts till this step. Before I proceed to the next step here. Okay. Now, come to the 5th point. 5th point says Bravo had a higher revenue. Okay. So Bravo had a higher revenue than Alpha. It means the area of Bravo is more than Alpha in the doubtful category. Okay. So let's move to the doubtful category here and let's consider Bravo and Alpha. So we know that in the doubtful category, okay, in the doubtful category, I'm writing down the doubtful. Okay. Area of Bravo, that is area represents the revenue. So area of the Bravo, it has to be of the Alpha. Okay, that is A. Now, when it comes to the Bravo in the doubtful category, what are the different areas here? Now, this area you can see that is 3 into 3. This area is equal to 9. This area is equal to 6. This area is equal to 1. And for Bravo, you can see what are the different possible areas for the Bravo. Okay, let me select some different color. For Bravo here, what is the total area of the Bravo here? I can say this is 1 into 2. This is 2. And this area, it is equal to 1, 2, 3. 3 to the, that is 6. So for Bravo, we know already one of the areas is equal to 6. And we need 1 more companies for the Bravo. It has to be greater than the area of the A. So for A, we already have got the idea for one of the companies, it is 1. For another companies, it is 2. So that is equal to 1 plus 2. And there are 2 more companies here. Okay. But 2 plus 6 plus Bravo is, yes, that is 2 plus 6 plus something. It has to be greater than equal to 1 plus 2 and plus something. Now we are left out with the number 169. Taken away, we need, there are 3 more areas for which you have no idea. That is 1 or 6 or 9. So what can be the possibilities? If I take this as equal to 1 and the 6 and 9 on the other side, is that possible? Just here. Right hand side is 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 6 is 9, 9 plus 9 is 18, and the left hand side is 2 plus 6 is equal to 8, 8 plus 1 is 9. So that is not possible. So the area of the Bravo which is missing one of the cell, it can't be equal to 1. Remove that. Now if I take this as equal to 2 plus 6, is it greater than 1 plus 2 plus 9 plus 1? Just check here. 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 9 is, and on the left hand side 6 is also not possible. Okay, so 1 is not possible. So it means the largest one whose area is 9, it belongs to Bravo. 6, if I take the area, the third area of the Bravo is equal to 9, so it will be greater than 1 plus 2 plus 6 plus 1. So you can see 2 plus 6 is 8, 8 plus 9, it is equal to 17, which is definitely greater than 1 plus 2 is 6 is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10 here. So that is the only possibilities and there is no other choices here. So the largest one whose area is 9, that is definitely the Bravo. So I am writing down this largest one is definitely a Bravo. So I am writing this is equal to Bravo. Okay, that is whose area is 9. And the remaining 2 is nothing but that is alpha. So I'm just writing A in that cell. This is alpha and this is also alpha. So for doubtful category, we have got all the information that there are 4 alphas and these 4 alphas are represented by which 4 squares, and there are 3 Bravo and which 3 areas are represented by Bravo. We also know that. Acha, okay, just a minute. Okay, I'll come to that point. Maybe I have. Okay, yes, yes, yes. So there are 2 possibilities. Just wait. I missed out that. There are 2 possibilities. 14 is also greater than 13 and 17 is also greater than 10. Yes. I've taken it wrong. So 14 is greater than 13 as well as 17 is greater than 10. So, but in any case, this one, the squares which area is equal to 1, it is definitely belonging to alpha. Is that part clear to all of you? The area whose square is 1, it is definitely belonging to alpha. Any doubts to anyone? Please respond. I hope that it is clear. Okay. So 1 is definitely belonging to alpha. And just a minute, this is equal to, is there any other condition? Area of Bravo, it is more than the area of alpha here. So that is 2 plus 6, it is equal to 8. Area of the Bravo, that is 3 into 2, that is 6. And another area of the Bravo, it is equal to 2. 2 plus 6 is 8. And 8 plus 6 is 14. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 9 is 12 plus 1, 13. So it says Bravo had a higher revenue than Alpha from products in the doubtful category. So doubtful category, yes. So there are 2 possibilities here. So I'll say 1 is definitely belonging to Alpha, and from the remaining 2, one of them will be Alpha, other one will be Bravo here. Okay, so let me write it down here. So a smaller one is Alpha. This area is equal to 9, and this area is equal to 6. So can we move to the next point? That is point number 6. Please tell me, all of you. I hope that this is clear to all of you till this system. Okay, so let's move ahead. So we have got 2 plus 6 is 8 and 1 plus 2. Okay, now point number 6. Charlie had a higher revenue than Bravo from the products in blockbuster category. So in blockbuster category, Charlie is more than Bravo. So in the blockbuster category, when I'm talking about blockbuster, in the blockbuster category, Charlie is more than the Bravo. That is given to us. So if Charlie is more than Bravo, and we know Charlie, there are 3 companies. So for 2 of the companies, what is the area of the Charlie? We can see it here, 1, 2. That is one of the company that is equal to 6. And for one of the company, the area of the Charlie is equal to 2. So the area of the Charlie for one of the company, it is 6. And for the one of the company, it is equal to 2. And we need one more company for the Charlie, and that it has to be more than the Bravo. So for one of the area for the Bravo, that is equal to 2 into 3, that is equal to 6. And the other area of the Bravo, we have no idea. And what are the remaining area which is missing here? One of the area is equal to 4 and the other area, it is equal to 9. So 4 and 9. If I take this as 4, this is 9. Is it satisfying? 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 is greater than 15? No. So the only possibility is that here on the left hand side I need to write 9 and on the right hand side 4 लिखूंगा. So 6 plus 2 plus 9, that is 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. 8 plus 9 is 17 and 6 plus 4 10. So it means from the remaining two cells, Charlie has got an area of 9. So the bigger one is definitely Charlie here. Okay. And a smaller one is definitely Bravo. So in the blockbuster category, I can say the bigger one is definitely Charlie and this one is Bravo. So any doubts to anyone as far as the blockbuster category is considered? Please respond quickly, all of you. Is that clear to all of you? For the blockbuster part, keep responding so that I can move to the next slide. Okay, no doubt. So now I'm going to erase. So for blockbuster category, we have got the fixed information. Now let's move to the another important point. That is point number 6. So point number 6 says here. 6 we have done. 7. Charlie had the same revenue from products in the no hope category. So no hope category, Bravo and Charlie had the same revenue. So in the no hope category, Bravo and Charlie has got the same revenue. So let's concentrate. So here for Bravo, it is already, you can see the red one, that is equal to 2 into 4. And we need one more, is equal to Charlie for one of the, okay. So Bravo and Charlie, and for Charlie there is one company. Okay, for Charlie there is only one company. And what are the possible areas of that company? You can see that is equal to 1 and 1, and we can also say that is equal to 1, 2 and 3. So the possible areas here, it is equal to, for Charlie is equal to 1, 1 and 3 here. So can you identify what are the possibilities for the Charlie? Okay, now this is B is equal to 4. Bravo is already, that is 2 plus 2 is 4. So 4 plus something, it has to be more than the, it has to be equal to Charlie. Okay, I hope that for Bravo it is 2 and for Charlie it is 1 company is for Charlie and Bravo it is there. Okay, so now tell me in the no hope category. I think I've written it wrong here, probably. Alpha Bravo Charlie की value गलत लिखा in the no hope category. In the no hope, Charlie had more Bravo, but fewer. So Charlie more than B, but fewer than A. Yes, so 2, 1. So A is 3, C is 2, and B is 1. Yes. Okay, we have identified here. A is 3, B is equal to 1, and C is 2. So Bravo is only one company. Okay, Bravo, there is only one company. So I can say Bravo, there is one company. But for Charlie, there are two companies. So 4 and Charlie, two companies. So we need two companies for Charlie such that the sum is 4. Okay. So Bravo is one company and the area of that Bravo is equal to 4. And for Charlie, we need this one. So, and there are 3 cells are remaining. And the area of these 3 cells, one of them, the area is 1, 1 and 3. So the only possibility is 3 plus 1. So the area the rectangle whose area is 3, it definitely belongs to Charlie. Definitely belonging to Charlie. So I'm writing down here C. Okay. The area, the rectangle whose area is 3 is definitely, and among the remaining 2, any one can be C. So that will be still be missing. We have not sure. So any doubts to anyone now till this part, please tell me. No. All right. Okay, let's go back to the previous slide. Now, point number 8, Alpha and Charlie had the same total revenue considering all the products. So if I considered all the products, then the Alpha and Charlie had the same total revenue. Total revenue of Alpha and Charlie, it is same. That is also given to us. Okay. So let's see if we can identify something from that. Alpha and Charlie had the same total revenue. Okay. So alpha, total of alpha, it is equal to total of Charlie here. It has to be true. Now, so start with one by one. What are the different possibilities? So if I'm talking about no hope category, so in the no hope category, there are three companies which are alpha. So the area of the three company which is a alpha, for one of the company it is equal to 4. Okay, and for one of the companies it is equal to 2, and for one of the company it is 1. That we know for alpha. Okay, this is I'm talking about no. In the no hope, you can see one of the square, the two blue one, that is 4 and 2, and the remaining 2 is also 1. So I can say 1. What about the Charlie? In the alpha category, Charlie has the total area which is equal to 3, and one of them is 1. So 3 plus 1. Okay. Now, similarly, if I'm talking about the blockbuster category, alpha, there are two alphas, and what are the areas of these two alphas? That is one of them is 3, the blue one, and the other one, if you can say, that is 3 into 2, 6. Charlie, there is only three companies of Charlies are there. So for one company, the area is equal to, for one company, the area is equal to 2 into 3, that is 6, is equal to 9. Let's write down here. Now, in the promising category, so in the promising category, we are not sure what are the which one is alpha, which one is Charlie. So just leave that here. We have no idea about promising category. So I can see, leave that alpha and Charlie here. Okay. In the promising category, or whether we have identified something regarding the promising category? No. Now, so promising category. And the last one, that is a doubtful category. So doubtful category, there are four companies belonging to alpha and Charlie is 0. So Charlie is 0 revenue, and there are four companies belonging to alpha. We know that. So four companies belonging to alpha. So for one of the company, it is equal to 1, it is equal to 2. Okay, for one company it is equal to 1, for other company it is equal to 2. And for one company, alpha is equal to 6. Yes or no? Or 1. क्या लिखा था? I think मैंने side में लिख दिया. So I do not know that the one which I have written the side, whether it is 6 or not. It's 3 plus 3 in blockbuster. Okay. For alpha in blockbuster. Alpha in blockbuster. So alpha, there are two companies in alpha in blockbuster. So how can it be 3 plus 3, Ayush? Tell me. Alpha is the blue one in the blockbuster category. Let me select the laser pointer. So blockbuster, you can see alpha. This is alpha. Its area is equal to 1 into 3, that is 3. And this is equal to 3 into 2, 6. So I can see in the blockbuster category, it is 3 plus 6, not 3 plus 3. Is that clear now, Ayush? It's not 3 plus 3, it is 3 and 6. And there are only two companies here in the blockbuster category. So I hope that it is clear. Any doubts now? No? All right. So this is 3 plus 6, and this is 2 plus 6 plus 9 here. So when it comes to the promising category, there is one alpha and one beta. We have no idea what is that here. And three companies are in there in the doubtful category. So for out of these three, one of them is 2, one of them is equal to 1. So I can say that is 2 plus 1. और एक और था जो somehow मैंने erase कर दिया. So I can write down here again. It says fifth statement, Bravo had a higher revenue than Alpha from products in doubtful category. Okay. So Bravo had a higher revenue from Alpha in the doubtful category. So in doubtful category, Bravo is more than Alpha. So let me write it down again as I have. In the doubtful category, the Bravo, the revenue is more than the Alpha, that we know. And for Bravo, the two red one are Bravo, that is equal to 6 plus 2, 8. Okay. And we need one more companies of Bravo here. Okay. We need one more companies of Bravo in the doubtful category. Okay. All right. So that is there. And alpha, we already know that is 1 plus 2. This is equal to 2. So 1 plus 2. And there are two more companies here. And we have identified, I think, what was the Bravo here represents, sorry, alpha, and this is here. Okay. So 6 plus 2 is equal to 8, and 8 plus I need one more company. It has to be greater than 3 for two more companies. And the remaining values of the two companies, the three companies, it is equal to 1, 6, and 9. So that was 1 was there, 6 was there, and 9. So I think 8 plus 9 is 17 and this can be 1 plus 6. एक ये satisfy कर रहा था. 8 plus 9 is 17 and 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 6 is 10. And the other value which was also satisfying here, uh, that is 6. So 8 plus 6 is equal to 14. And here if I put 3 plus 1 plus 9. यही था? Okay. So 3 plus 1 plus 9. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 9 is equal to 13. And 8 plus 6 is 14. So in any case, this one, it is definitely belonging to alpha. Okay. So ye alpha hai. Okay. So in the doubtful category, I can say the values of the alpha. There are 4 alphas here. So for one of them, it is 1. For another one, it is 2. For one of them, 6. And we need one more values here. And now it is equal. That is, we all know. So add all of them. The total of alpha. So 4 plus 2, 6 plus 1, 7 plus 3, 10 plus 6, 16, 17 plus 2, 19 plus 6, that is equal to 25. So 25 plus 1 from the promising category and 1 from the doubtful category. Okay, is equal to, on the right hand side, it is equal to Charlie. Okay, alpha and Charlie, they are equal. So I can say 3 plus 1, 4, 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 6, 12, 12 plus 9 is 21. So this is equal to 21 plus, okay, and one more from the promising category. Okay, and in the promising category, the different areas are what? This area is equal to 1, this area is equal to 9, and this area is equal to 3. So the promising, the possible value of P is equal to 1 or 3 or 9. And in doubtful category, the two remaining values, they are nothing but that is equal to 6 and 9. In the doubtful categories, the two remaining values are 6 and 9. So can you guys tell me what combination will satisfy this criteria? Okay, what combination might satisfy this criteria? So just see it here. So in any case, I can say that will be, comes out to be, in any case, P will be get cancelled. Okay. No, P will not get cancelled. These are the different values I can say P1 and P2 here. So 25 minus 21, that is equal to 4. So 4 plus, I can say P1, which is for belonging to alpha, it is equal to nothing but that is P2 here. So what combination can satisfy? I think it might be here P2 ki maximum value, this is equal to 9. Yes or no? This is equal to 9. And on the left hand side for alpha, it will be, comes out to be how much? DF, I can take it as 6. And P1, I can take it as 1. ले सकता हूं मैं 6 and 1. So 2, 9 and 3. नहीं. Okay. Alpha and Charlie. In the last statement, I think we need to consider only alpha and Charlie. Isn't it? Okay. It's 20 plus. Okay. For promising, it is 293. Okay. For promising, yes, promising के लिए value 29239 है. And for doubtful 6 and 9, maybe some calculation mistake. It's 20 plus P plus DF. Let me see. 4 plus 2, it is 6 plus 1, 7. 7 plus 3 is equal to 10. 10 plus 6 is 16. Plus 1, 17. NH, no hope, that is no hope category. Alpha 4 plus 2, 6 plus 1, 7. This is 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 7 is equal to 16. 16 plus 1, 17 plus 2, that is equal to 17 plus 2 is 19. 19 plus 6 plus 25. ये सही है. 19 plus ही आ रहा है. Yes, promising category, the values are definitely 293. So I have already written that is equal to 293 in the promising category. Okay. So promising category, it is 239. Doubtful category, it is nothing but that is equal to 6 and 9. So for doubtful, it is 6 plus 9, 6 or 9. And the promising here, it is this one. So 6. So if I take this as equal to 6 here, so 6 plus 1, 7, 7 plus 4 is 11. Not 6 in doubtful, it's 1. Okay. In the doubtful, let me see. Yes, maybe kuch values. In the doubtful, Okay, we are talking about alpha. So in the alpha 1, yes, that's right. It is not 6. This is 1 plus 2 plus 1. Okay, this is where I have made a mistake here in the calculation. When it comes to the doubtful alpha, you can see this is 1 and 2, and the other one is fixed. So 1, 2, and 1, and the other value, it can be either 6 or 9. So this is 1 plus 2 plus 1. That's right. So now the total is 7 plus 9 is 16. 16 plus 4, that is 20. 20 plus this one. Okay, so it was just a calculation mistake. So 20 plus P1 plus DF, it is equal to 21 plus P2 here. And so from here, we can say that is P1 plus DF. All right, guys. So P1 plus equal to 1 plus P2 here. Okay. So what are the possible values DF and P1 and 1 plus P2? I think the P2 here, if I take 9, 1 plus 9, which is equal to 10. 1 plus 9, it is equal to 10. So P1 plus DF, can it be equal to 10 here? From the remaining values, I can take here DF as equal to 9 and P1 is equal to no combination is fine here. I can take 6 and 3. Yes or no? 6 and 3. Okay, नहीं आ रहा है. Again, is it 3 plus 1, 4 plus 2, 6 plus 6, 12. 12 plus 9 is 21. So 21 plus P2, and this is 20 plus P1. So I'm getting P1 plus DF is equal to 21 plus P2 here. Okay, 21 plus P2. So in the doubtful, if I take this is equal to 6. अगर मैं इसे 6 लेता हूं. Okay, and P1, it has to be equal to 4, which I'm not getting here. Okay, P1, it is equal to 4, which I'm not getting, which I'm not able to get it here. All right, this is 6 here. And P1, P2, promising. What are the different values of promising? The different values of promising is 2 and 3 and 9. So the different values of promising, it is 2, 3 and 9. So 2, 3 and 9. So that will be equal to P1, it is 2 plus 6 is 8, 1 plus 9. There might be some calculation mistake which we have done. Okay. So I need to check what all calculations here I have done mistake. So promising, it is 1, 9 and 3. Okay. So this is definitely Charlie. Let me go back and see others. Alpha and Charlie had the same total revenue considering all the products. So if I consider all the products, Alpha and Charlie had the same total revenue. So Alpha and Charlie had the same total revenue. Okay, Alpha and Charlie had the same total revenue. So I don't know where, maybe some sort of calculation mistake here. Alpha and Charlie had total revenue. So this is 339. This is 9. Charlie here. So 20 plus P1 plus diff. Okay, let me see the value of the Charlie. Maybe I have written it somewhere wrong. In the no hope category, the possibility in no hope category, there is Charlie's only 2 companies are Charlie. So one of the company is having area of 3, one of the company having area of 1. So 3 plus 1, that's right. In the blockbuster category, there are 2 values of Charlie, 3 values of Charlie. So that is one of them have an area of this is 2. Another one has an area of this is equal to 3 plus 2, 2, 6. Another has 9. So 2 plus 6 plus 9. Okay. In the promising category, there is only one Charlie. All right. In the promising category. And in the doubtful category, there is no Charlie at all. So the total area 3 plus 1, 4. 4 plus 2 is equal to 5. 5 plus 6 is equal to 11. 11 plus 9 is 20. Yes. A lot of calculation mistakes we are doing today. Yes. Is that clear to all of you now? Charlie, 3 plus 1, 4 plus 2, 6 plus 6. 3 plus 1, 4, 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 6 is 12. No, ठीक ही लिखा था. 3 plus 1, 4 plus 2, 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 9, that is equal to 21. Okay. In doubtful, alpha is 1, 4, and 1. So in the doubtful, let me see. Alpha is the blue one, na? So that is 1. Yes, that's right. That's right. Okay. So I have taken the wrong. This is 1, 4, and 1. Okay. So it is doubtful. It is 1, 4, and 1. Now we'll get the correct answer. So a lot of mistakes, taking the wrong. Okay, guys. Okay. So now it will be comes out to be correct. So 4 plus 2 plus 1, that is 7, plus 9 is 16. 16 plus 1, 17, plus 1, 18, plus 4, that is 22. So 22 plus promising in alpha plus doubtful in alpha. Okay, doubtful in alpha, and that is equal to, that is 21 plus promising in Charlie. So that is 1 plus promising in alpha plus doubtful. It is equal to nothing but promising in here. So now P2, it must be equal to 9. Doubtful, it is equal to 6. And here P1 is equal to 3. And here 6. And that is 2 and 1. Now it's done. Any doubts to anyone now? So we have got that in the doubtful category, alpha is equal to 6. So doubtful category alpha is 6. So I can put here doubtful category alpha. Okay. Doubtful, it is 6. So the third one, the area which is 9 in the doubtful category, it is definitely belonging to Bravo. It is definitely belonging to Bravo. So you can write down this is Bravo B. Okay. All right. And for P1 in the promising category, the area of the alpha is 2. So in the promising category, area of the alpha, it is equal to 2. So this is alpha here. Okay. Area of the alpha is 2. And in the promising category, the area of the Charlie is nothing but that is 9. So this is Charlie and this is equal to B. So now I hope that it is clear to all of you. Any doubts to anyone? Okay. And in the no hope category, there are 2 squares of 1 unit. It can be either alpha or Charlie. Anything is possible. So now I hope that it is clear. Any doubts now? Nikita, Ayush, Santosh, and everyone. We have done some calculation mistakes in the middle, but I hope that now it is clear. So can we move to the questions now, if this part is clear to all of you? Okay. So let's move to the questions here. First of all, considering all companies' product, which product category had the highest revenue? So you'll get the answer as nothing but that. Blockbuster will be having the highest revenue. Okay, you can add all the values of the Blockbuster and you'll find out that the Blockbuster had the total of highest revenue here. Okay, so in any case, we have already calculated for Alpha and Charlie. So we can calculate for the Blockbuster also, isn't it? Alpha का तो already calculate किया है यहाँ पे. Okay, we have already written for the alpha revenue is equal to 7 plus 9 and something. So I'm sure that you can then do it now. Now, which of the following is the correct sequence of the numbers of products Bravo had in no hope? So I need to find out for Bravo, no hope, doubt, categories. Correct sequence of numbers for the Bravo. So the value of B in the no hope, D, P, and BB. So the correct answer, we have already calculated it. So the answer of this one is option B, 1, 3, 1, 2. In the no hope, it is 1. In the doubtful, it is 3. In the promising, it is 1. We know that in promising, it is 1. And in the blockbuster, the Bravo, it will be comes out to be 2 here. So let's see here. We are talking about the Bravo, na? So Bravo in no hope. So you can see Bravo in no hope, it is 1. And Bravo in no hope, it is 1. In Blockbuster, Bravo is equal to 2. So in the Blockbuster, Bravo is equal to 2. So the answer is option number B. Let's move to question number 3. Which of the following statement is not correct? The answer is option A. Okay. And the last one, the answer is nothing but option. So once we have analyzed this set, then it can be done. So it was not a difficult one. I'll say it was doable. We have done some calculation mistakes in between. Not calculation mistake exactly. We have taken the wrong value. So we have got. So any doubts now? Ayush, Nikita, and everyone, can we move to the set 2? If the set 1 is clear to all of you. चले आगे. Please respond, all of you. If I am audible, please respond. So I'm moving to the set 2 now. Now set 2, again a very interesting one. It says there are only 4 brands of entry level smartphone, that is A, B, C and D. So Azra, Bicey, Sixy and DipQ. So there are 4 brands which is known as A, B, C and D. So these are the only 4 brands that is given to us, and then we need to identify the values here. Now, so let's see here. Details about their market share, unit selling price and the profitability. Now, important definition as the profit as a percentage of revenue. So profitability is nothing but here profit as a percentage of revenue. So if I say for Azra, market share is equal to 40, unit selling price is equal to 1500. Okay, and so on. And in 2007, lots of data are given. So let's first of all analyze the data for 2006. 2016. Yes. So this is the data for the 2016. So I'm assuming, let's say the total market is of 100 units only. Okay. Total market, assuming it to be of 100 units. So if it is 100 units, so it means Azra is 40 units, Bicey is 25 units, CXQ is of 15 units, and DipQ is equal to 20 units. Okay. Unit selling price is equal to 15,000. So if unit selling price, it is equal to 15,000 here. What is the total revenue? Total revenue, it will be equal to nothing. I am writing down here the revenue. So total revenue is 15,000 into 40. So 15,000 into 40, that will be equal to how much? That is 600. So 15 into 40, it is equal to 60 followed by 4 zeros, 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is the revenue, and profitability is 10% of this revenue. So what is the profit here? So I can say the profit here, the profit is 10% of this one, which will be comes out to be 60,000. So the profit here, it is 60,000. So similarly, we can calculate for B. By C, that is 25. Unit selling price is 20,000. So total revenue, that is 20,000 into 25. So that will be comes out to be 25 into 2, that is equal to 50 followed by 4 zeros. So I can put here 50 followed by 4 zeros. And the profitability is 30%. So 30% of this, it will be equal to 30% of this, it will be 150 here. All right. So 30%, it will be comes out to be equal to 150,000. So I hope that this is also clear to all of you. So 30% means I'll get this one as the profitability here, 150. So 60,000 and then I'll get 150,000. Similarly here for C, 15 into 30, that is, now there is no need to find the total revenue. It depends, if you want to find out, you can write down, or you can directly write down the profitability here. So 60,000, 150,000, 15 into 3, that is equal to 45. So 45 followed by how many zeros? That is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 0. And I need to take 40%. So 40%. 40% is the profitability in this revenue. So 10% is equal to 45,000. So 40%, that will be equal to 180,000. So that is equal to 180,000. Similarly, it is 20 into 25,000. So that is 25 to the 50 followed by 4 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 30% I need to take. So 30% is 150,000. So we can easily calculate the profit here. Okay. Now let's talk about the year 2017. Okay. So for 2017, I'm going to write down the values in the year 2017 here. Okay. So in the year 2017, let me change, yes. So in 2017, what? In 2007, the sales volume of entry-level smartphone grew by 40% as compared to that in 2016. So in 2016, I have assumed that the total number of units is equal to 100. So in 2017, it is increased by 40%. So it will become 140. Okay. In 2017, it will become 140 here. Now, after that, it says CXQY offered a 40% discount on its unit selling price. So it is offering a 40% discount on unit selling price in 2017. So 40% discount for CXQI. So 40% discount for CXQI. So what is the unit selling price for CXQI? 40% discount. So 30,000 and 40% means 40% of 30,000 is 12,000. So now the new selling price, it is equal to 18,000 in the year 2017. So for C, the selling price, the unit selling price will be equal to 18,000 here. Okay. Now, then, which resulted in a 15 increase in its market share is increased by 15% here. Okay. So if the market share, it is increased by 15%. So where are we? So market share rate has been increased by 15% here. Okay. So that is given to us. So market share, it is increased by 15% for which one? And each of the other three brands lost 5% of 5% market share. Okay. Each of the other has lost the 5% market share. That is also given to us, that each of them has lost a 5% market share. All right. So now 5% market share here. Am I audible to all of you? Please respond. Okay. Please respond, all of you. So it says CXQI offered a 40% discount on its unit selling price in 2007, which resulted a 15% increase in its market share. And each of the other three brands lost 5% market share. So each of them has lost, which resulted 15% increase in its market share for company C. And each of the other three brands lost 5% of its market share here. So what is the new market share? So new market share here, I'm writing down in terms of percentage. So initially it is 15%. So now it is 30%. So 30% of 140, which is equal to 42. Okay. 30%. So the number of units, now remember, initial market share in terms of percentage is 15%. Now it is increased by 15% more. So 15 plus 15, 30%, but 30% of what? 40. So that is 42. And for rest of them, market share decreased by 5%. So that will be, that is, but the base unit is 140. So 15% of 140. For D, it is 15% of 140. So 15% of 140 is 21. For B, 20% of 140. 20% of 140, that is equal to 28. And 35% of 140, that is equal to 49. So these are the values here, which I have written. So I can write it down here. The company A, B, C, and D. Okay. The market share, number of units. Number of units. The number of units it is here is equal to 49 and 28 and then 42 and then 21. And selling price. So selling price for C, it is becoming 18,000, guys. Okay. For C, it is 18,000. Okay. And the unit A be given. However, the profitability of C come. So for C, the profitability has come half. So initially the profitability of C is 40%. So now the profitability of C is equal to 20%. Okay. The profitability of C is, rest of them is not getting changed. The unit selling price of the other three brands and the profitability remain same. Okay. So unit selling price will remain same. That is equal to 15,000 and then that is 20,000 and that is equal to 25,000. And profitability, I have kept it same. So now we can find out the revenue in the year 2007 and profitability or profit basically. Okay, so this is equal to what? Total revenue is 49 into 15,000 and 10%. This is the profit. Similarly, for company B, that is equal to 29 into 20,000 into 30%. That will comes out to be here. Similarly, for company C, that is equal to 42 into 20%. That will be the profit. And for company D, that is 25,000. All the values here. Okay. So I have done all these things on the next slide. So I'm moving to the next slide here. So you can see it here. This is what we have calculated in this table. Okay. This table is there. Any doubts to anyone till this step, please tell me. So once you calculate it, you'll get the answer of all the questions now quickly. So can we move to the questions now? Tanya, Sanjana, Nikita, Ayush, Santosh, all of you. So the question is the brand that had the highest revenue in 2016 is. So which brand has got the highest revenue in 2016? So that is, I think, in 2016, the brand which has got highest revenue. Okay, in 2016, that is what I need to calculate here. So I think I have calculated the brand which has got the highest revenue in 2016. You can see that is Ajra. In the table, that is not mentioned. We have calculated that is this brand has got the highest revenue, 600,000, isn't it? So the answer will be option D, is Ajra here. Okay. Next one, the brand that had the highest profit in 2016. So profit in 2016. So highest profit is nothing but CXQI. So the answer is option C, that is CXQI. The brand that had the highest profit in 2017. So highest profit in 2017, it is for B. So the answer is option by C. And the complete list of brands whose profits went up from 2017 in from 2006. जिसका profit increase हो. Azra increasing, ठीक है? And which one? DipQ also increasing. So except Siski, everything is satisfying. So there is option number D. So this was the set which was doable. It is not a very difficult one, isn't it? ये कर सकते थे ना? I'm sure that you all have done this set. So among the 8 sets, I'll say this was the set which is, again, when you, the moment you start reading, you can easily comprehend it, isn't it? And I keep saying you that any set which you can easily comprehend it, try to solve that set. There is no language barrier. It's not something which is very, very difficult to understand. So this was the set which was doable. करना चाहिए था. First set छोड़ने वाला set था, I'll say, because probably when you are seeing the such type of this set for the first time, so it might not strike in your mind कि क्या करना है, कैसे करना है, what should be the approach here. Okay, like if this thing doesn't strike कि ये ऐसे ये 10-10, तो ये थोड़ा lengthy हो सकता है. Okay, so first I'll say a difficult. Second is of medium category level because of the calculation, so easy to medium. So any doubts to anyone? Can we move to the next set, third set? Now, third is the easiest set here. So second set, you should have definitely done that. And the third set also, you should have also definitely done that. Now, do you guys want me to discuss the third set, as it was very easy? If you want me to discuss, then only I'll discuss it. Otherwise, we can move to the next set. Please tell me, all of you. If there is anyone who wants me to discuss the third set, then only I'll discuss it. Otherwise, we can move to the set which is difficult. Discuss करना है. Set number 3, Santosh, Ayush, Tanya. Please write in the chat if you want me to discuss this set. Yes, say yes कि मुझे समझ में आ रहा. If you want me. Okay, one question. ठीक है. It will not take too much of time. We can do it in 5 minutes here. So it says, yes, it says 7 candidates, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, were invited to interview for a position. Okay, so there were 7 candidates who have been invited for this position. Candidates were required to reach the venue before 8 a.m. and immediately upon arrival, they were sent to one of the three interviews room 101, 102, and 103. The following venue log shows the arrival time of these candidates. Some of the names had been recorded in the log and have not been recorded in the log, and it has been marked question mark here. So there are 7 candidates, but the time log is only for 6 candidates. So for one of them, the time log is not mentioned and here. So I'll say there is a room number 101, the room number 102, and room number 103. First, Balram says, I was the third person to enter room number 1. So Balram, so before Balram, there are 2 more person who has arrived. So Balram is the third person to arrive here. Okay. And Balram arrived at what time? We have no idea. So I'll leave that here. Okay. So room number 1, definitely minimum 3 persons. Chitra says, I was the last person to enter the room I was allotted to. So Chitra is the last. So Chitra, whether it's in a room number 101 or 102 or 103, Chitra will always come last here. So we'll see at what time Chitra will come here. Irina says, I was the only person in the room I was allotted to. So Irina is the only person in that room in which Irina was allotted. So can Irina be a part of room 101? No. So Irina can be not in room 101 because in room 101 there are already 3 persons here. So Irina can be either belong to room number 102, 103. Fatima says 3 persons including Akil was already in the room that was allotted. So when Fatima went, there were already 3 persons. So Fatima belongs to, there are 4 persons. And remember, there are total of 7 persons are there. So 7 persons, and Fatima belongs to the room in which there were 4 persons. Okay. And there is one room in which only Irina is there. So that is +1. So it means there is another room in which there has to be 2 persons. Okay. So Fatima, when Fatima entered, there were already 3 persons. So I think Fatima entered in room number 101, as there are already 3 persons here. Okay. That is here. And Ganesan says, I was among the 2 candidates allotted to room number 102. So in 102, there were 2 candidates, and Ganesan is one of them. And the other, it has to be Chitra, because Chitra was the last person to enter the room in which she was allotted. Last person. So Chitra is here. And the Irina, it is in the room 103. So let's say the time slot. So for Irina, we have known Chitra at 7:30. So Chitra is arriving at 7:30. All right. Fatima is arriving at 7:40. Okay. Fatima is arriving at 7:40. So Chitra is arriving at 7:30. Fatima is arriving at 7:40. Now remember, Chitra is the last person, 7:30. Fatima is the last person, 7:40. So it means, can he say 7:45? Who can arrive at 7:45? The only possibility, the person who can arrive at 7:40, that 5, it has to be Irina. So Irina is definitely arrived at 7:45. I can say that is Irina. Okay. Because Ganesha has to be before 7:30 and the remaining person has to be before 7:30. And Akil also belongs to room number 101. Okay. So 101, and who is the other person who can come to the room number 1? A, B, C. That is D also, na? That is Divya. Divya is also in room number 101. So Akil and Divya is also in room number 101. Okay. And remember, for Akil, we know that is equal to 710. For Balram, we have no idea. For Divya is definitely before Balram. That we know. Divya is definitely before Balram. Okay. Now coming to question number 1. What can we base said about the room to which Divya was allotted? So we know that Divya was definitely allotted to room number 101. That we can see it here. Divya was definitely allotted room number 101. Next. Who else was in room 102 when Ganesan entered? When Ganesan entered, so before Ganesan arrived before Chitra, so there was no one in room number 102 when Ganesan has entered. So the answer is option, no one. All right. Next one. When did Irina reach the venue? So when did Irina reach the venue? We have already, that is 7:45. If Ganesan entered the venue before Divya, so when did the Balram entered? So Ganesan is coming before Divya is given to us. Okay. That Ganesan is before Divya. Okay, so when did Balram enter the venue? So let's go back. Ganesan is before Divya. Okay, so Ganesan is before Divya. So is before Divya. Okay, Ganesan is before Divya. And Balram is after Divya. Yes or no? So we know that is Ganesan followed by Divya and followed by Balram. यही होंगे. So Ganesan, Divya and Balram. So the question here is, when did Balram enter the venue? So I think the only possibility is Balram has entered definitely at 7:25. यही होगा ना? ये Balram 7:15 तो के पास कहीं जाएगा. So the answer is definitely this one. That is 7:25. So that's why the answer for this question, it is option number B, which is 7:25. Okay. So I think this was the set which was done. So set number 2 कर सकते थे. Set number 3 also you could have done it here. Even if there is like this question number 12 is confusing, you could have left it and you could have attempted the remaining 3. So any doubts to anyone, please respond. Can we move to the set 4? That is the most difficult set of this paper. The most difficult set here. The language is tricky. So please tell me. Okay, now let's see here. So when I was going through this set, so actually the problem with this set is here, the understanding, the language. If you understand the language, then probably there are calculations also. A lot of calculations are there. So let me discuss here one by one. So I'll try to simplify it here. Okay, am I audible? All of you? Tanya, Nikita, Santosh, Ayush, everyone. Okay. So let's see here. Please respond if you guys can hear me so that I can start explaining this set here. This is the difficult set. So pay attention, all of you. All right. So now, let's go by the definitions here, first of all, one by one. It says the base exchange rate. The base exchange rate of a currency X with respect to currency Y is the number of units currency Y which is equivalent to the 1 unit of currency X. So what do you mean by the term base exchange rate? So the first definition here is base exchange rate. Okay. And this set, देखो, again, when you in the exam, if you are reading this set और देखते ये पढ़ के कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा हो कि base exchange rate ये ऐसे करना है, तो the moment you do it, you should leave such type of this set here. If you're not able to complete within a 1 minute, I keep telling you that if you're not able to complete any set within 1 minute, it means there is no guarantee that even after 2 reading, 3 reading or 4 reading, you can understand it quickly. Okay. So what is the base exchange rate here? So if I say there is a currency X, okay, there is a currency X and then there is Y. So it says the base rate of a currency X with respect to Y. The currency X with respect to Y is the number of units of currency Y, which is equivalent to 1 unit of currency X. So 1 is equal to of base exchange rate X with respect to Y. So if I say the base exchange rate of X with respect to Y means what? That 1 unit of X, it is equivalent to the how many units of Y. So 1 unit of X is equivalent to how many units of Y? That is something which I need to hear. And then currency exchange outlet, buy at the buying exchange rate. So there is a one rate at which currency will be bought here. So buying exchange rate, which is lower than the base exchange rate, and the sell currency at the selling exchange rate that is higher than the base exchange rate. Okay. So I'm moving to the Next slide. Okay, before I move to the next slide, let's see here. Second para, a currency exchange rate outlet use the local currency L to buy and sell all the three international currencies A, B, C, but does not exchange one international currency directly with another. So you can't exchange A with B or B with C or A with C. You can only exchange currency A with currency L or currency B with currency L as well as currency C with also currency L. And the base exchange rate of A, B, C with respect to L are in the ratio 100:2:1. Okay, so base exchange rate of A. So when I say A and L, means what? The base exchange rate of A to B to C. Okay, so if I say that is A, B, C, and there is L. So base exchange rate of A to B to C is equal to 100, and this is equal to 102, and this is 1 here. That is the base exchange rate here with respect to L. So base exchange rate of A, if I assume, let's say it is equal to 100 later, that this is the ratio. I'm just to explain it. I'm assuming it to be, let's say it is 100. Okay. So for A, it is equal to 100. So I can say A with respect to L. So A with respect to L means what? The exchange rate is nothing but that is equal to 100. So it means 1 unit of A. 1 unit of A, it is equal to nothing but that is equal to 100 units of L. That is the meaning. 1 unit of A, it is equal to 100 units of L. That is the base exchange rate. Okay, that is the base exchange rate. Now, it says further the buying exchange rate of A, B, and C with respect to L are 5% below. So buying rate is 5% below. So that is equal to buying rate for A is 95. Okay, so the buying rate for A is 95. Okay, so buying rate is 95 means what? It means to buy 1 unit of A, we need 95 units of L. Okay, this is the buying rate here. Okay, and the selling exchange rates are 10%. So selling exchange rate for A is equal to 110. Okay, so it means if we sell, okay, if we sell 1 unit of A, then we will get 110 units of L. That is the interpretation here. So buying rate and selling rate, because if I'm selling something, I'll get a return. So if I am selling 1 unit of A, in return, I'll get 100 units of L. That is the currency. And buying means money is going away from me. अगर पैसा मेरे पास जा रहा है तो it means इसका मतलब क्या है कि अगर 1 यूनिट मैं खरीद रहा हूं तो 1 यूनिट को खरीदने में मुझे 95 यूनिट of L local currency की जरूरत पड़ेगी. So any doubts to anyone as far as the understanding of the first and second paragraph is there? Please tell me before I start solving this question. Is all the 3 definitions clear to all of you? Whether all the 3 definitions are clear now? चले आगे? Okay, ठीक है. If there is no doubt, let's proceed further. Okay, so I'll write down few things here. So there is A that is equal to B and that is equal to C here. Okay, सबसे पहले the first thing is the base rate. They are in the ratio 100 is to, if I go back, the base rate, okay, it is in 100 is to 120 is to 1. So I can say, let's say this is equal to 100K. Okay, the base rate here for A is equal to 100K. For B, it is equal to 120K, and for C, it is equal to K. The buying rate. Okay, so the buying rate, it is 5% below. So it means that is equal to 95K. For B, it will be equal to 5% below. So that will be, comes out to be equal to 114K. And for C, it is equal to 0.95K. So this is the buying rate. Then the selling rate is 10% above. So that is equal to 100. And that is equal to, here selling rate is 120, 10%. That will be, comes out to be 132K. And that is equal to 1.1K. So this is the buying rate, selling rate, and base rate for A, B, and C. These are all the 3 parameters here. Okay. Now, also I'll write down one more thing here. Like for example, I have taken a case of A. Buying, sell. So what does it means? I can say to buy, okay, to buy 1 unit of A, I'm writing down, to buy 1 unit of A, 1 unit of A, all right, we need 95k units of L. We need 95k units of L. Okay. Now, similarly, I can say if we sell, if we sell 1 unit of A, if we sell 1 unit of A, we'll get how much? 110k unit of L. Okay. So I hope that it is clear to all of you. Can I move to the next slide? If this part is clear, please respond. Everyone, Nikita, Ayush, and all of you. Am I audible? Okay. So let's move to the next slide now. So there are A, B, and C. So A, B, and C. So I'll say there is a company A, then B. Okay, and then there is a C. Okay, so initial. Okay, statement 5. From statement 5, I say the outlet started the day with some amount of L, 2,500 units of A, 4,800 units of B, and 48,000 units of C. So initially at the outlet, I have got 2,500 units of A. So that is 2,500 units of A. So I'm writing down 2,500 units. So there are two things here. That is 2,500 units of A. Okay. That is A. Okay. So when it comes to the units and the unit and the unit. Okay. So initially A has got 2,500 units. B has got 4,800 units. And C has got 48,000 units. Okay. At the end of the day. Okay. Initially it means at the end of the day. So I'm writing at the end of the day. Okay. So at the end of the day, the outlet ended the day with the same amount of L. L is same. Jitna starting mein tha, L, whatever the amount of L units I've got, the same amount here is also there. Na? There is nothing new here. So the outlet ended with the some amount of L. Achha, some amount of L, not same amount. Some amount of L. So in any case, the slave rate that is not needed here. 3,300 units of A. So 3,300. 4,800 units of B. And 51. So now I'll say two parameters and then okay, that's it. So can I say, if you observe here, for B, company B, initial number of units and the end number of units is same. So it means whatever the number of units which I bought for B, the same number of units was sold. So for the buying and selling, the number of units of B and C, it has to be exactly same. Yes or no? It has to be exactly same. All right. And here, if you look at here, for A, 2,500 units were there. So I bought some units and then sell some units. So can I say the number of units which I bought, it has to be 2,500 plus 800. So if I say the number of units which I sell here, it is equal to A. Number of units which I sell is A. So I must have bought A plus 300, A plus 800 units. Because the difference between the initial and the end is equal to nothing but that is 3,300. मेरे पास 3,300 यूनिट बचते हैं. अभी स्टार्टिंग में 2,500 यूनिट है. सो 2,500 यूनिट है, फिर मैं कुछ यूनिट्स खरीदता हूं, फिर उसके बाद वापस कुछ यूनिट सेल करता हूं और लास्ट में मेरे पास 3,300 यूनिट्स बच जाते हैं. सो अगर 3,300 यूनिट्स मेरे पास बच जाते हैं तो क्या होगा प्रोसेस? 2,500 यानी कि मैंने 800 यूनिट ज्यादा खरीदे, तो बेचने के कंपैरिजन में मैंने 800 यूनिट ज्यादा खरीदे. सो दैट इज A plus 800 and A. सिमिलरली फॉर B, 4,800 यूनिट्स स्टार्टिंग में था और लास्ट में भी 4,800 यूनिट्स ही थे मेरे पास. सो इट मीन जितना यूनिट मैंने खरीदा उतना यूनिट मैंने बेच भी दिया बी का. तभी तो ये टोटल होगा ना. So I can say this is equal to B and this is also equal to B. Or when it comes to the number of units of C, again 3000 का डिफरेंस है, 3000 यूनिट्स बढ़ रहे हैं, तो मैंने खरीदा था A plus 3000 यूनिट्स और आई कैन से दैट इज C plus 3000 यूनिट्स. लेट्स से खरीदा मैंने C plus 3000 यूनिट्स और बट उसमें बेचा मैंने केवल C यूनिट्स, तभी मेरे पास 48,000 plus 3,000 that is 51,000. So any doubts to anyone till this step? Statement number 5 and 6 analysis is clear to all of you? Okay. All right. Now, next, if you look at a statement number 4, statement number 4 says, what does the statement number 4 says here? Let's see here. Now, statement number 4 says the outlet received 88 units of L by selling A. Okay, so by selling A, we are receiving 8800 units of L in terms of L. ये तो A के यूनिट हो गए. So what I'll say here, so कितने यूनिट्स इसमें L के कंपैरिजन में थे मुझे फाइंड आउट करना था ना विद रिस्पेक्ट टू L. So 88,000 units of L if I sell A. So and we have discussed that in the previous. If we sell 1 unit of A, we'll receive 110k units of L. Okay, if I'm selling 1 unit of A, I'll receiving 110k units of L. But here in this question, statement number 4, it says I am receiving 88,000 units of L. So if I'm receiving 88,000 units of L, all right, I'm receiving 88,000 units of L. So how many units of A? That is equal to nothing but that is 88,000 units of L upon 110k. So 88,000 upon 110k, that will be comes out to be equal to how much? 800 by k. Okay. So the number of units of A, it is equal to 800 by k. So I can write down the number of units here. This is equal to k. Is that part clear to all of you? The number of units of A is equal to 800 by k. If there is any doubt, please tell me, all of you. 800 by k, I can say multiplying factor is k, so 800 by k. Clear now, Tanya, Nikita, and everyone? Okay. Now, again, if you look at the statement number 3. Statement number 3. Statement number 3 says, if you look at here, the amount of L the outlet received from the sales of A. So the amount of L that outlet received from the sales of A. So by the sales of A, what is the total amount? That is 88,000 units of L. Yes or no? By selling A. And to B are in the ratio 5:10. So we know A, from A I am getting 88 units of L. B that I need to calculate, so 5/9. So how many units of B I received? So B is equal to nothing but that is 88,000 into 9 by 5. Okay guys, 88,000 into 9 by 5. So 88,000 9 by 5 in terms of L. In terms of L. And it says the amount of L that the outlet received from the sales of A, so sales of B. So B के selling करने से इतना. So what is the number of units of B? So number of units of B, you can see the exchange rate. Now selling rate of B is equal to 132k. Okay. It means if we sell 1 unit of B, we'll receive 132k. Okay. So what is the number of units of B? So number of units of B, it is equal to, I can say that is 88,000 into by 5 and divided by 132k. So divide by 132k. So can you guys solve it and tell me what is this value? That is 88,000 into 9 by 5 and this one and divided by 132k. So this will be comes out to be exactly equal to nothing but that is equal to 1200 by k. So here the number of units of B, we bought how many units of B? That is equal to 1200 by k, and here it is also equal to 1200 by k. So now tell me if there is any in this part here. So number of units of bought B and C, that is equal to 1200 and 1200. Okay. And in terms of L, I can write down in terms of L, it is equal to, I don't know whether it will be needed or not, that is equal to 88,000 into 95. Okay. Now, sorry, selling करने पे ना, या sell करने पे 88,000 into 9 by 5. Okay, 88,000 into 9 by 5. So, buying rate, if I'm talking about B. Okay, just a minute, guys. I have written here. Selling ना, sell नीचे लिखना था, तो just concentrate on here. I'm going to highlight here. ये जो 800 की है, ये sell करने पे आया था ना, तो this has to be, write down this in the column of sell, not in the column of, sorry, row of sell. So this is equal to 800 by K, not A plus 800. So just change that. Otherwise, we can commit some mistake in the calculations. Okay. And number of units of L here, it is L, और यहाँ पे तो एक एक दिया था number of units of L, that was 88,000 L. Okay, that is what I received by selling this. Any doubts to anyone now? Nikita, Tanya, Santosh, Ayush, please respond. Now, what is the buying rate for B? So if you look at it, the buying rate for B, it is nothing but that is equal to 114. Okay, buying rate for B is 114K. So I can say in how much amount we have get here. So that is equal to 1200K by K into 114K. बेचने पे कुछ कितना पैसा लगाना in terms of it. So 1200 by K into 114K. Okay, 1200 by K into 114K. So you can say this is the amount here. So in terms of that is 1200 into 114K. If you solve this, okay, then you'll get the in terms of L. So 1200 into 114K L. That is the for B. For in buying, I'll get this one. Now, next point here. So ये हो गया statement number 3 we have analyzed. Now statement number 1 and 2. The statement number 2 says the amount of L used by the outlet to buy A and B are in the ratio 5:3. So if you look at here, the amount of L used by the outlet to buy A and to buy B are in the ratio 5:3. So how much amount we are used by the outlet to buy B? This outlet to buy B. Okay, 1200 by K into 140K in terms of L. This is the total amount used by the outlet in the local currency here. So these are in the ratio 5:3. So A ka, whatever the amount is for A is there. Okay, so I'm going to write down all the values and we'll do the calculation neatly. Okay. Yes. So I'll say A. The amount needed to buy A upon the amount which I needed to buy B, and they are in the ratio 3. So amount which I needed to buy A is equal to nothing but 5 by 3 times the amount which I needed to buy B. And how much amount is needed to buy B? That is equal to 12 by K into and in terms of L. That is the amount which I needed to buy this one. Okay, this is the total amount needed to buy this one. Okay, I hope that it is clear to all of you. Now, and how many units of A I can buy? So what is the buying rate for A? So buying rate for A is equal to 95, guys. Okay, so what is the number of units of A which I can bought here? So I need to divide this entire value by 95. Okay, so the amount, let me write down the amount. So amount needed here, it will be, okay, if you, I'm writing down the value as I have done some calculations here. So I'll write down this value for B, it will be equal to 158400. So this is equal to, I'm writing 158400 L. And this value, it will be equal to 1368000 L, 13800 L in terms of local currency. So इसको 95 से divide करने पे जो value आएगी, I'm writing out here. So 95 5 से डिवाइड करने पे जो वैल्यू आएगी दैट विल बी इक्वल टू नथिंग बट 228,000L. So how many units I can buy? Sorry, 98 से divide नहीं करने पे. This is the total amount. And if you divide by 95, then I'll get the value of A plus 800. And A plus 800, that will be comes out to be equal to 2400 by K. So now tell me if there is any doubts to anyone. Please ask me right now before I move to the next point here. Point number 1. Is that clear? And also one more thing. Now I'm going to highlight here. So just pay attention. That the difference between these two, okay, difference between these two values, it is equal to how much? That is 800. So if the difference between these two values is equal to 800, equate it here. So if I equate it, the difference means what? That is equal to 2400 by K. So 24K, okay, minus 800 by K, and that is equal to how much? 2400 by K minus 800 by K, and the difference was of how many? That is also equal to 800. So I think from here you can get the value of K, which is equal to 2. So K is equal to 2. So the multiplying factor is nothing but that is equal to 2. So the value of K is equal to 2. Any doubts to anyone now? So we have calculated that K must be equal to 2. So we know the exact buying rate, exact selling rate, and exact base rate also. So here the value of K is equal to 2. Okay. I hope that it is clear. Now coming to the point number 1. That is point number 1 I haven't used till now. Let's see if we can find out some information from point number 1. The amount of L used by C selling C. Okay. So whatever the amount of L that is used by the outlet C. So the total amount used by the outlet to buy and the sell, it is nothing but it is exactly same here. Okay. It is exactly same. Okay. So we do not know what is the amount I have. Let's say the amount is nothing but that is equal to here. That is X rupees and X rupees. That is the amount which I have spent here. Okay. Here. Total amount, it has to be same in terms of L. But what is the buying rate? So for buying rate, I can say the number of units which I bought, that is equal to X upon. For C, what is the buying rate? Let me see. The buying rate for C is equal to 0.95K. So that is equal to 0.95K. And the exchange rate, selling rate for C, it is equal to 1.1. So that is equal to X 1.1K. And the difference between these two, the number of units. Okay, these are the amount. X is the amount, and then remaining in X upon 0.95K, that is the number of units here. And X upon 1.1K, that is the number of units of C. And the difference between these two is equal to how much? 3000. Yes or no? So I can say that is X upon 0.95K minus X upon 1.1K, and that is equal to, that difference is equal to 3000. So on solving this, you can find out the value of X. We already know the value of K, which is equal to 2. Okay. So we already know that K is equal to 2. So if K is equal to 2, after solving this, we can find out by substituting K equal to 2, you'll get the value of X also here. So can anyone tell me what is the value of X? It will comes out to be here. And that will be 41,800 आ जाएगा. Okay, so the value of X will be here. If you solve this, the value of X will be equal to 41,800. And if 1,800, then we can also find out the number of units of C. Okay, that is 41,800 upon 0.95K. So number of units bought here, C plus 3,000, this will be comes out to be 2. And C, it will be equal to nothing but that is equal to 19,000. So these are the values here. Now tell me if there is any doubts to anyone here. Clear? So number of units bought for C is 20,000, 22,000, and sold is 19,000. And the amount spent is 41,800 L. So is that clear now? Tanya, Nikita, Santosh, Ayush, everyone who is present here. अब बताओ ये सेट छोड़ने वाला था या करने वाला था? All of you? Definitely to be left out. So can we move to the questions now? Okay, so let's move to the question. How many unit of currency A did the outlet buy on that day? How many units of currency A did the outlet buy on that day? So let me check the answers key, which was there with me. Okay. So currency A did the outlet buy on that day. So currency A did the outlet buys on that day. So K is equal to 2. Yeah? So currency A, it is equal to 2400 by K. You can see it here. 2400 by K. So 2400 by 2, that is equal to 1200. So answer here is 2400 by 2, which is equal to 1200. Next, how many units of currency C did the outlet sell? So currency C did the outlet sold. So outlet sold how many units of currency C? 19,000. So the answer is option A. Next one. What was the base exchange rate of currency B with respect to currency X? So base exchange rate of currency B. So base exchange rate of currency B, let me see. So base exchange rate of currency B is 120K and K is equal to 2. So the answer is 120 into 2. So 120 into 2, which is equal to 240. So the correct answer is 120 into 2, which is 240. Now next, what was the buying exchange rate of currency C? So buying exchange rate of currency C. So let me go back. Buying exchange rate of currency C. That is 0.95K. So 0.95 into 2. So that is 0.95 into 2, which is option number C, 1.9. And that's a complete set. So I hope that now this set is crystal clear to all of you. Yes or no, Tanya, Nikita, Santosh, Ayush, everyone. Any doubts to anyone in this particular set? Please tell me now. So can we proceed to the next set? So halfway done. Okay. Now come to 17 to 22. So 17 to 22 is somewhat easy in comparison. It's not a very easy. I'll say I'll rate this as a difficult, not very difficult, not a medium level also. But yes, I'll put it this also in a difficult category based on set theory. All right. So let's see, all of you. Let's see. We'll try to solve it here. Now, so it says fun sports. So that is fun sports provide training in three sports, that is Gilli Danda, Kho and the Ludo. So there are three sports, that is Gilli Danda, Kho and Ludo. Currently it has an enrollment. So currently there are 39 students, each of whom is enrolled in at least one of them. So yeah. So I put it here. That is, let's say that is Gilli Danda, G Gilli Danda, Kho and that is equal to L also. Okay. So Gilli Danda, Kho and L here. So now, and we'll put here, and I always keep saying in set theory, the key is nothing but having taking minimum possible number of variables. So let's see it here. Now, the number of students enrolled only in L is double the number of students enrolled in all the three sports. All the three sports. Okay. So if all the three sports I am taking A, so only in L it is equal to nothing but that is 2A. Okay. There are total of 17 students enrolled in G. So in G, a total of 17 students are enrolled. So I'll put here that is 17. A total of 17 students are enrolled here. And total number of students is 39 also. Just keep that thing in mind. Total number of students is 39. The number of students enrolled only in G is one less than the number of students enrolled only in L. So only G is one less than only L. So only L is 2, so only G it will be minus 1. Okay. So only G is equal to 2A minus 1. Third statement we have done. Fourth, the number of students enrolled only A is equal to the number of students who are enrolled in both K and L. So only K is equal to both K and L. Okay. So only K, it is equal to both K and L. Yes or no? So if only K, if it is equal to, if I say, let's say this is equal to B. So K and L is equal to A plus B. So only K, it has to be also equal to A plus B, because only K is equal to both K and L. Next point here. The maximum students enrolled in L. So L is nothing but it is the maximum possible value. Okay. Go back here. 10 students enrolled in G are also enrolled in at least one more sport. So among all the students who enrolled here, 10 of them also enrolled in at least one. 10. So 10. So can you say this value? Now this is the key. 10 students who enrolled in G. So out of 17 students who have enrolled in G, 10 has enrolled in more than one. So only G, it has to be equal to nothing but that is equal to 7. All right. Only G, it has to be equal to 7 here. Okay. So if only G, it is equal to 7, from here I'll get the value of A, which is equal to 4. Okay. A is equal to 4. So I can say that 2A minus 1 is equal to 7. So A is equal to 4. So A is equal to 4 here. And if A equal to 4, so the middle value, it will be 4. And this is 4 into 2, 8. And this is equal to 4 plus B. Any doubts to anyone till this step? Please tell me now. Okay. So I can remove this values here. This is 7. I'll simply say this is equal to 7. Remove all the variables. This is equal to 4 and this is equal to 8 here. Okay, A hata deta hu. This is equal to 4. Now, total of these sum, it has to be equal to 39. Total of these sum, it has to be equal to 39. So I can say the circle of G is equal to 17. Yes or no? The sum of all the 7 areas. This is 7. This entire circle, it is equal to 17. So I can say 17 plus 8. It is equal to 25. 25 plus B plus 4 plus B. So 25 plus B plus 4, that is 29 plus 2B, it is equal to 39. So B is equal to 5. Okay, so we have got B equal to 5. Great. So put here B is equal to 5. So only K is 4 plus 5, which is 9. Now tell me if there is any doubts to anyone now. So only K, it is equal to 4 plus 5, which is 9. So I can remove this part here. Okay. So this is 4 plus 5, 9. All right. Now that's it. So you can see I've erased all the way. So now the remaining two cells, you can take it as anything. That is, if I take X, okay, and the total has to be some 39, or we know the total of G, it has to be equal to how much? 17. So 7 plus 4 is equal to 11. 11 plus X is equal to 17. So this is equal to 6 minus X. Okay, 6 minus. So everything is in terms of only one variable, 6 minus X. And we know one more parameter, that L is the maximum here. So let's use that fact also, that L is the maximum. So if L is the maximum, okay guys, so if L is the maximum, what did I get here? That L, it has to be greater than G, as well as L, it has to be also greater than K also. So L is nothing but that is equal to total value of L. You can tell me 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 plus 8 is 17, 17 plus 6, that is equal to 23. That is the value of L. And what is the value of K? 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 plus 9, 18. That is equal to 18 plus 6. So L is greater than G. So I can say 23 minus X is greater than 17. So X is less than 23 minus 17. That is equal to 6. So I can say X is nothing but it is less than 6 here. Okay. X is 23 minus X is here greater than 17. Okay. Now L is greater than K also. So I'll say that is equal to 23 minus X. It has to be greater than 18 plus X. So from here, I'll get 2x. 2x, it is less than 23 minus 18. What is 23 minus 18? That is 5. So x is less than 2.5. So if x is less than 2.5, so what are the possible values of x? X is nothing but that is 0 or 1, or it can't be negative. So x is either 0 or 1 or 2. Now tell me if there is any doubts to anyone in this. Without Esme? Clear? No. All right. So let's move to the first question. What is the minimum number of students enrolled in both G and L but not in K? Let's go. Both G and L but not K. So both G and L but not K. That is 6 minus X. I need to find out the minimum value of 6 minus X. So 6 minus X, and this has to be minimized. So it means X is equal to 4, X is equal to 2 lunga. Even at X equal to 2, I'll get 6 minus 2, 4. Because if I need to minimize 6 minus X, X has to be maximum. And the maximum possible value of X is 2. So the answer is 6 minus 2, which is 4. So the correct answer is 4. Now let's move to the question number 18. It says if the number of students enrolled in K and L are in the ratio 19 is to 22. So K and L. So K 18 plus X, L 23 minus X. So it says 18 upon, and this value it is equal to 19 is to 22. Okay, so 18 plus X upon 23 minus X, this value is equal to nothing but that is 19 upon 22. Then what is the number of student enrolled in L? So what is the total number of student enrolled in L? So from here, I think if you solve this, you can find out the value of X, yes or no? So let's see here. If I cross multiply here, I'll get nothing but that is equal to 18 into 22 plus 22X, which is equal to 19 into 23 minus 18X. 22 plus 19. 22 plus 19, that is equal to how much? 41X. It is equal to 19 into 23 minus 18 into 22. So from here you can calculate the X. And the question is, what is the number of students enrolled in L? So number of students enrolled in L. So if I saw enrolled in L, so L is equal to 23 minus X. So you get the values of X, and now we need to find out. Okay. So from here, you can find out the exact value of X, which will be comes out to be, I think that is equal to 1. And if X is equal to 1, then the number of enrolled students in L, that is equal to 23 minus 1, which is equal to 22. And this is the answer. So any doubts to anyone now? I hope that it is clear to all of you. Please respond. Okay. 19. Now 19 में अब थोड़ा नया information use होगा. Now question number 19, it says, due to academic pressure, students who were enrolled in all three sports. Okay, so I'll say this is the case. Okay, this is G, this is K, this is equal to nothing but that is equal to L. Due to academic pressure, students who were enrolled in all three sports were asked to withdraw from one of the three sports. Okay, so we know that all three is initially equal to 4. All three was 4 that we have calculated in the previous one. You can see it here. Middle value is 4. And all these 4 people are now living one of these sports. They need to withdraw one of the sports. After the withdrawal, the number of students enrolled in G was 1/6 less than the number of students enrolled in L, while the number of students enrolled in K went down by 1. And after the withdrawal, how many students are enrolled in both G and K? Okay. So now the number of students here is 0. Out of 4, some of the student has shifted. Now there will be few students out of this 0 student. I'll say A of them has gone here. All right. And B of them has gone here. Okay. A of them has gone here. B of them has gone here. I can say that. Okay. In any case, the previous values which we have calculated 7, 9, 8, 5. Yes or no? So initially it was 7. This was, okay, let me write down 9, 8, 5. 7, 9, 8 and this was equal to 5 here. Okay, this is equal to 5. That was given. And this was x. So I'll say this will become x plus a. And this was nothing but that is equal to 6 minus x plus b. Okay, 6 minus x plus b here. ये हो जाएगा यहाँ पे out of a, because remember there will be few students who will be leaving what g. So after few students left g, okay, so those people which will shift here. Okay, so at this will be equal to nothing but that is 5 minus a minus b. Okay, not this one now, sorry, ये हो जाएगा 5 plus 4 minus a minus b, क्योंकि इसमें 5 तो ऑलरेडी थे, टोटल 4 लोग थे, 4 में से a उधर शिफ्ट हो, रीजन में शिफ्ट, so this will be plus 5, that will be comes out to be 9 minus a minus b. So I hope that this part is clear to all of you. Any doubts to anyone? So even after solving this question, 2 of the question can be done, but the third and fourth, 19 and 20 is still difficult here. Now, after the withdrawal, the number of students enrolled in G. So what is the total number of students enrolled in G? Now we can add all the number of students enrolled in G. So I'll say 7 plus 6 is 13 and 13 plus A plus B. The number enrolled in 13. Okay, here as of now. So 13 plus A plus B. यही होगा? Yes. And number of students enrolled in L. You can see 8 plus 9 is 17. 17 plus 6 is equal to 23. Minus B plus B will get cancelled. So I'll get minus X minus A. So 23 minus X minus A. And number of students enrolled in K. So number of students enrolled in K is equal to 9 plus 9 is 18. A minus A will be cancelled. So that is equal to 18 minus B plus. Now this is the new value here. Now, okay. Now it says after the withdrawal, okay, after the withdrawal, the number of students enrolled in G, that is 13 plus A plus B, was 6 less. Was 6 less than the number of students enrolled in L, that is 23 minus X minus A. So what is this value comes out to be here? You can see 13 plus 6 is equal to 19, 23 minus 19, that is equal to 4, and A will be comes out to be right hand side, so that is 2 plus B plus X is equal to 4. B plus X is equal to 4. Now, while the number of students in K went down by 1, so the number of students while the number of students enrolled in K went down by 1. So how many students are there now? So 2A plus B plus X is equal to 4. Okay. So K में total number of students कितने हो गए? Went down by 1. So earlier, in the K, how many students were there? 18 plus X, remember. So now it went down by 1. So I can say 18 plus X. Okay. Minus of 18 minus B plus X. And that is 1. So you can see here from here, 18 is equal to 1. So substitute this value of B is equal to 1 here. So if I substitute B is equal to 1, so then I'll get here from this equation, that is 2A plus 1 plus X, it is equal to 4. So 2A plus 1 plus X is equal to 4. So from here I'll get that is 2A plus X is equal to 3. So if 2A plus X is equal to 3, the only possibility is 1 and 1. So A is equal to 1 and X is also equal to 1. Okay, that is the only solution here. A can't be 0 because if A is 0, X is equal to 3. But we have already discussed from the original condition that the possible values of X are 0, 1 and 2. Okay, possible values of X are 0, 1 and 2. So A is equal to 1 and X is equal to 1. I hope that it is clear. So the question is, after the withdrawal, how many students were enrolled in both G and K? So both G and K is equal to X plus A. So both G and K, it is equal to X plus A here. So what is X plus A? X is equal to answer is 2. Is that clear to all of you now? Can I move to the next slide? If it is clear to all of you, please respond. चले आगे. Tanya, Nikita, Ayush, Santosh, all of you, keep responding. And the last question. Same data after the withdrawal, how many students were enrolled in both G and L? So I need to calculate both G and L. So both G and L is how much? 6 minus x plus b. So x is 1 and b is 1. So 6 minus 1 plus 1, that will be 6. So the answer is option number A, that is 6. Plus we have calculated, that is B. 6. So now I hope that it is clear to everyone. So can we move to the next set if it is clear? So this was a difficult set. So till now in the first 5 sets I found that 2 of the sets were there जो कि कर सकते थे, जो देख के ही पढ़ते ही समझ में आ जाता. And the 2 sets were one which is based on the room number and the other one which is based on the profitability and the brand. बाकी तीनों सेट छोड़ने वाले थे यहाँ पे फर्स्ट 3 में. And then in the last 3 sets 21 to 24 is also a difficult one. So this 25 to 28 is the easy one. Yes or no? तो ये भी एक easy था 25 to 28 जो कर सकते थे तुम लोग, और 29 to 32. So if you observe overall paper, there are 4 sets easily which are from easy to medium level. And out of 8 sets, 4 sets ऐसे तो difficult to very difficult. तो यही pattern रहता है usually. तो अगर ये 4 जो easy to medium, अगर तुमने ये 4 कर लिए तो 16 questions. So 16 3 48 marks, and 48 में से मान लो कुछ गलत हो के अगर 35 भी आ जाते हैं या 40 भी आ जाते, 35 भी अगर आ गया तो even if you get 35 you can get 99%. So it's always about picking the right set. It's not about trying and solving each and every set. That is what CAT is all about. जितना मुझे आता है मैं उसमें से on the basis of my knowledge can I find out the easier question as per my knowledge? You can definitely find out. But point क्या होता है कि लोग difficult set पे लेके बैठ जाते हैं. That is something which we need to avoid. So anyway, can we move to question number 21 to 24 now? Another very, very interesting set. है ना तान्या, तो ये अवॉइड करना है. कैट के दिन ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए ना. ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, जो सेट पढ़ते ही समझ में आ जाए ना वो सेट अटेम्प्ट करना है. जो सेट पढ़ने पे एक रीडिंग में समझ में नहीं आता है उसे छोड़ दो ना. लाइक इस सेट को मैं एक बार पढ़ूंगा तो मुझे कुछ समझ में नहीं आएगा क्या करना है तो मैं इसे छोड़ दूंगा. हाँ, बट ये सेट पढ़ते ही समझ में आ जाएगा क्या करना है तो मे बी ये टाइम कंज्यूमिंग होगा, बट मुझे पता है कि ये कर सकता हूं मैं 25 to 28. यस और नो? Similarly 29 to 32, the moment you read it you know how to do it. तो ये भी easy ये कर सकते थे. So any set, the moment you read it and you can understand it, तो वो set attempt करना है. जो set पढ़ने पे समझ में नहीं आए first reading में, I always keep saying you, उसे छोड़ना है. Alright guys, so can we start with the discussion of 21 to 24? Alright, 21 to 24. So I'll just take a break for 2 minutes and I'll come back. Okay, in the meanwhile just go through this set, read it. Okay. So am I audible? So let's start with the discussion of this. It says an agency, okay, an agency entrusted to accredit college looks at four parameters, that is faculty quality, is R, placement quality P, and the infrastructure I. तो ये चार पैरामीटर है. All right. The four parameters are used to arrive at an overall score, which the agency uses to give an accreditation to the college. In each parameter, okay, in each parameter there are four possible letter grades are given. So in each parameter there are five possible letter grades are given here. That is here A. For A means you will be getting 50 points, B means 40 points, C 20, and F is 0. The overall score for a college is a weighted sum. Now it is the weighted sum of the points scored in the four orders. The parameters are 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 in some order, but the order is not disclosed. In what order here? Okay. So what is the order we have now? So we know that there are four parameters, that is F, R and P and I. ये चार parameters हैं. इन चार parameters पे क्या हो रहा है? ये चार four parameters there is a sum weighted is given. So for some of them किसका पॉइंट वन है, किसका पॉइंट टू है, पॉइंट थ्री है, पॉइंट नहीं. और ये एक रेंज गिवन है. ठीक है कि अगर इस रेंज में ओवरऑल स्कोर आता है तो ट्रिपल ए अवार्ड होगा और बी डबल ए और डबल बी ए एंड सो ऑन. सो लेट्स मूव टू हियर. Okay. So if I say the weight is given to F is, I am taking simply F. Weight is given to R is taking I am R, and weight is given to P is P, and weight is given to I is I. So these values F, R, P, I, they are 0.1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, each college apply for the accreditation and receive the following grades in the four parameters. Okay, they are receiving the following grades in the four parameters. All right. So they are receiving the four grades in the following four parameters. F, R, P, I. And now, when it comes to the overall score, it says these are the points are given. So if I start with anyone, high Q, it is better than aid. High Q is better than best aid. So let me concentrate on high Q and the best aids. High Q, and this is the best aid here. So B means how many points? That is 40 points. C means how many points? I can say C means how many points? That is equal to 30 points. And for D, the total number of points was 20. Okay. For in high Q, for C means nothing but that is equal to how many points? That is equal to 30 points. Okay. And for D, the total points here, it is equal to 20. For D, 20. And okay, B, it is equal to 40. And let's say if I say the weight for F is F, weight for R is R here. So what is the total score here? Can you say that is equal to 40F plus 30R plus 20 plus 20? And for high Q, it is will be equal to nothing but that is 30 plus 20. And we also know that best aid is more than nothing but a high Q is better than this one. So in any case, high Q. So you can see here, the key here is also avoiding writing the equations, which you can do. क्योंकि देखोगे यहाँ पे ये जो वैल्यू 20 है और ये 20 है, दोनों P में, दोनों सेम है. So D into point, sorry, 20 into point, 20 into P, in both the cases, they will nullify each other in any case. So if I equate these two, what will I get here? I can get here that is equal to 30F. Let me write down step by step for this at least. For rest of them, we can do that. 30F plus 20 plus 40. It has to be greater than equal to 40F. 30P. So you can see it here, this P and P will get cancelled. Why they are getting cancelled? Because in P, both of them are getting D and D, score of 20 and 20. So in any case, वो तो cancel हो जाएगा. जो भी difference आएगा, that is not going to happen because of the factor P. Because P is same for both of them here. I'll get further if I divide by 10, 3. This will be equal to F, 3F and 4F. So this is equal to plus I. It is greater than nothing but that is equal to 4f plus 3r plus 2I. So this will be comes out to be, that means that equal to how much? That is equal to, so I can write down this somewhere neatly, that condition number one. Any doubts to anyone now? Please respond. Clear to this? All of you till this point, please respond. Then I can move to the next point number 2. So I'm just waiting for the responses. As soon as I get the responses, I'll move to the point number 2. Because I'm going to erase few of things ना, तो समझ में नहीं आएगा तो पहले मैं फिर से समझाऊंगा, then I'll erase rest of the data. So 2I is greater than F plus R. Tell me, clear hai? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to erase these things now. IQ is done. Second, I need to compare best ed and the cosmopolitan. Okay. So best ed and the cosmopolitan. So let's compare best ed and the cosmopolitan. So best ed, cosmopolitan. Okay. B and B, that is 40. D is nothing but that 20. 20 and C is equal to nothing but that is 30. So when it comes to the comparison of the best ed and the cosmopolitan side, okay, in the parameter F, both of them are getting same. In the parameter P, both of them are getting same. So the difference, it says best ed is better than cosmopolitan. So it can't happen because of these values. Okay, this can't happen because of the parameter F and R. F and P, because in parameter F and P, both of them are getting the same number of points here. So even if I multiply it by the weightage, that will be same. So the difference can happen only because of the parameter R and I. And here, if I'm talking about the parameter R for C, so for C, it will be equal to nothing but that is, sorry, for best aid, that is equal to 30 in 20, and it has to be greater than 20, 30. Okay, compare here. So this is for best aid, on that I've written for the best aid. Just all of them will get cancelled. So from here, I can say R is definitely. So we have got another information here that from the point number 2 that R. Any doubts to anyone now? That R is greater than I. So point number 2, from point number 2, we'll get that R is greater than I. Let's number 3 now. So point number 3, compare education aid and the A1. Okay. So let's compare education aid and the A1. So if I compare education aid and the A1. So A1, education aid. Here it is A and A. There is no change. The category are A and A. Only in the category P, this is A, B, and B and A. So change, which one is better? It is decided on these two parameters. So here A is equal to 50 and B is equal to nothing but that is equal to 40. And here it is 40. So I say that 40 A1, it is, sorry, education. So A1 50 plus 40 AI. And education aid is better. So I'll say education aid, it is equal to 40P plus 50I. So from here I get P is greater than equal to I, it means P is greater than I. All right. So I'll get that is P is greater than I. Okay, I think I have written wrong. Education aid, it is 40P plus 50I. So 50 minus, okay, that is less than sign. So is better than P. So the third point, that is I is greater than P. So any doubts to anyone now regarding any of these 3 points? So I is greater than P. So we have found out that I is definitely greater than P. Now, also, so if I combine these two, I can say R, which is greater than I, and I is greater than P. Now, here, this statement, we know 2i, it is greater than f plus r. I plus I, it is greater than f plus r compared and r. We already know is larger than I. So r is large and I is small. Here, these two, r is larger. But on the right hand side, when I add the f, we know that I is less than r. But here I am adding f and here I am adding I and the sign is getting changed. Yes or no? Sign is getting changed. So that is only possible if I is greater than f. So it means I is definitely greater than f also. Okay. I is greater than f also. So any doubts to anyone now? So we have got that I is greater than f now also. Okay. So if I is greater than f, so we have got what all parameters we have got. So I is greater than f. So let me write down here that I is greater than f. ये लिख देता हूं I का है जो f से बड़ा. So we know R is greater than I is greater than f and f can be greater than p. Or there are two possibilities here. These are the two possibilities. So let's see which one will satisfy here. So R in the first case it is equal to 0.4 और क्या था value 0.4 then 0.3 and 0.1. In the second case it is 0.4, this is 0.3, this is 0.2 and 0.1. But it also says that okay, 2i it has to be greater than f plus r. So in the first case f plus r, that is 0.4 plus 0.2, it is equal to 6. So f plus r in the first case it is 0.6 and 2i it is also equal to 0.6, but 2i has to be greater than f plus r. So 0.6 greater than 0.6 not possible. So the first ruled out. So if the first case is ruled out, so now we have got the answer that the value of r, the weight of r is 0.4. The value of I it is equal to 0.3 and the weight of P it is equal to 0.2 and the weight of F it is equal to 0.1 and that's the weight is here. And once we identify this, now all the questions can be solved. Now tell me if there is any doubts to anyone. So can we move to the questions now if this is clear to all of you? चलिए आगे. All right, guys. So let's move to the here. So we know F is equal to how much? So F is equal to 0.1. Okay. R we have calculated 0.4. P I have calculated 0.2 and 0.3. So this is equal to 0.2 and 0.3. So let's move to the question. Question says, what is the weight of the faculty quality parameter? So I need to find out F. So F is here 0.1. Next, how many colleges receive the accreditation of AAA? So accreditation of AAA means what? The score, the overall score, it is, I think, AAA more than or equal to 45. So I need how many of them are scoring, getting a score of more than equal to 45. Anyone who is getting a score of more than equal to 45, they will receive an accreditation of AAA here. All right. So let's go back and see how many of them can receive an accreditation of AAA. Yahan pe na? So more than 45. Now we know the category A, it is equal to, and this is equal to 50, and this is equal to 50, and B is equal to 40. Okay. If it is equal to 40. So that is 50, 50, 50, 40. So I think if I add this, now, अब देखो तीन value 50 है और इसका weight is 0.1, 0.4, 0.2 है. So straight away I can say weight is 50 into 0.1 plus 50 into 0.4 plus 50 into 0.2 plus 40 into 0.3. So 50 into 1 means 10%. Now. So I'll say 5 plus 20. So 50 into 0.1 is 5. 50 into 4, 5 4s are, that is equal to 20. 5 2s are 10. And I can say 4 3s are 12. So this will be, comes out to be 47. Yes or no? 47. So in A1, the total score, it is equal to nothing but that is equal to 47. I need a total score of more than 45. So A1 is satisfied. Okay. So if you look at it smartly here, if all the four values are A, and A, I'll get a total score of 50. Yes or no? If A, I'll get a score of 40. If at any one places, if one of the A is missing, okay, अगर एक A मिस होता है तो, और एक A का वेट क्या है, मिनिमम पॉसिबल वेट इज 0.1, यानी कि इफ आई से इसका वेटेज, किसी एक A का जो वेटेज है वो मैं 0.1 देता हूं, दैट इज 50 इंटू 0.1, 5 मार्क्स लूज करूंगा मैं, यस और नो। तो अगर आउट ऑफ चार में से कहीं पे भी अगर 3A आता है, तीन ए आता है, तो उसका जो स्कोर होगा 45। ये जो 3A है और ये ए, अगर एफ में भी अगर ए की जगह अगर बी हो जाता है, ठीक है ना, अगर यहाँ पे 50 ए की जगह अगर मान लो बी रहता है, तो अगर ए की जगह बी है तो 40 इंटू 0.1 दैट इज अ 4 ना, तब उस केस में स्कोर क्या आएगा, 44 ही आएगा। तो इस लॉजिक पे वी कैन वर्क इट अराउंड, सो आई कैन इजिली से दैट द बेस्ट एड is not possible, but education में there are 3A's, okay, और इस A की वैल्यू 0.1 है, इस A की वैल्यू 0.4 है और इस A की वैल्यू 0.3 है, yes or no? So I can say 50 into 0.1 plus 0.4, 0.5 plus 3 that is 0.8, तो 50 into 0.8 और B की वैल्यू 40 और weightage is nothing but that is 0.2, तो 50 into 8 that is 40 and 40 into 0.2 this will be equal to is satisfying. सो कम से कम 3A तो रहना चाहिए ना 45 से ऊपर आने के लिए, यस और नो, इज दैट क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू? कम से कम देयर हैज टू बी मिनिमम ऑफ 3A's हियर, ओके, सो दैट इज पॉसिबल फॉर A1 एजुकेशन एड, एंड आई थिंक 3A's और कहीं पे है, जस्ट अ मिनट, एक जगह और होना चाहिए था, द आंसर इज व्हाट, आई थिंक द आंसर इज ओके 3 for this question. The answer is 3A's. Whether is it something wrong in this table? Let me check. Just give me a minute, guys. Okay. अगर मैं फैंसी में देखता हूं, यहाँ पे two of the values are A and two of the values are B. So what is the score of fancy? That is here it the weightage is 0.1 and then it is 0.4 ना, तो 50 into 0.5, 50 into 0.5 5 और बाकी जगह 0.5 into 40 that is 20. So this will be exactly equal to 45 आ जाएगा. Okay, so fancy will be comes out to be equal to 45. And what is the criteria? Criteria was it has to be more than equal to 45. Okay, ठीक है. So the answer is 3. There are 3 companies which will satisfy: A1, Education Aid, and the Fancy. So for A1 the score is 47. For Education Aid it is 45, 48, and Fancy it has to be 45. तो यही 3 satisfy करेंगे. So that's why the answer for this question is 3. Any doubts to anyone now? Clear? So मिनिमम 2A's तो होने चाहिए, तभी ये 45 आएगा. Because remember, if the 2 of them are A and 2 of them are B, then I'm getting 45. So can we move to the next question? Next question, please tell me. What is the highest overall score among the 8 colleges? That is equal to 48. That we have already calculated it in the previous question. That here it is equal to 48. And the last question. How many of the colleges has overall score between 31 and 40? So 31 and 40, now you can calculate. In any case, for counting that how many of them has between 31 to 40. So I need to calculate the score of all of them. Yes or no? So we know for 3 of them, it is equal to 40, 48 and 45. Sorry, 47, 48 and 45. So for here, it is equal to 47. So we can calculate how many of them are between 30 and 40. So between 30 and 40, तो ये करके देख लेते हैं. It will not take too much of time. Here it is equal to B is 50, C is 40, D का value क्या है 20 and 20. Okay. So into 0.1, 40 into 0.4 that is equal to 4 4 is 16, 20 that is 4 and then 4. So 4 plus 4 is equal to 8, 8 plus 5 it is equal to 13 plus 16, 13 plus 16 that is equal to how much? That is 29. 13 plus 16, that is 29. Okay. Similarly, we can calculate for cosmopolitan, that is 50. This is D. D का score 20, 20, and C it is equal to 50, 40, that is 30. Okay, नहीं, मैंने गलत वैल्यू ली ना. B is 40, guys. Sorry. Here, B is equal to 40, C is 30, and so in any case it will not be between here. So B is equal to 40. Okay. It will come in. So none of these values, the cosmopolitan, dominance, ठीक है, or I will calculate all of them, none of them will lies in the range 30 to 40. यही था question. 31 to 40. All of them will be less than 31. So do I need to calculate it? या हो जाएगा? Now tell me. So can we move to the next set? If this is clear to all of you. Nikita, Santosh, Tanya, Ayush, if you are here, and everyone. Can we move to the next slide if this part is clear? Yes? Okay. All right, guys. Now, coming to question number 25 to 20. Do you want me to discuss this set? 25 to 28? Karna hai? This was the easiest one. If you want me to discuss, then only I'll discuss it. Otherwise, we can move to the next one. Should I discuss it? Please tell me. If you want me to discuss it, write in the chat that, sir, please discuss. Otherwise, we can move to the next set here. Okay. So it means what? I can move to the next and the last set. या discuss करो इसे बताओ. संतोष, तान्या, निकिता, क्या करना है? इस क्वेश्चन को डिस्कस करना है 25 to 28. Yes or no? I'm just waiting for the responses, guys. No one is responding, so it means I am not supposed to discuss this. Okay. Discuss. Okay. According to a coding scheme, the sentence peacock is designated as the national bird of India is coded as. So peacock is designated as the national bird of India is coded as. The scheme is a case sensitive, does not distinguish between uppercase and the lowercase. Each letter has a unique code from a single to 9. So every letter is represented by single digit 1 to 9. The digit 9 codes 2 letters and every other digit codes 3 letters. So 9 will be used for 2 letters, whereas the rest of them will be used for 3 letters. The code for a word is constructed by arranging the digit corresponding to its letters in a non-decreasing sequence. Non-decreasing sequence means, yes. So now let's start here. This is the case. Now, if I look at here 55 and as 56. So if I compare is and as, what is the code for S? Tell me. Or I'll say the numbers are nothing but that is equal to 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Okay. Or I can write down here. That is the numbers are here what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So if I compare is and S is common and the 5 is common. So 5 is definitely will went with S. And remember 9 से केवल 2 letter को represent कर रहा हूं and each of the remaining letters can represent 3 letters. So is here. अब is में S equal to 5 है तो I की वैल्यू क्या होगी? इससे अगर S दोनों को कंपेयर करके ये 5 है. So S is equal to 5. So I is equal to 3. So 3 is represented by alphabet I. Okay. Or as में S is 5. So A is 6. So 6 is represented by alphabet A. So that we have done. So these two have been exhausted now. So is और as को यूज कर लिया है मैंने, तो मैं इसे कैंसिल कर रहा हूं, इसको मैं यूज नहीं करूंगा आगे कहीं. ठीक है, इज यूज हो गया और एज यूज हो गया. अब देखता हूं मैं कहीं और कुछ कॉमन आ रहा है. दैट इज हाउ वी नीड टू प्रोसीड हियर. आई एंड एस एंड ए दैट वी हैव ऑलरेडी ऑब्जर्व. नाउ so peacock or 3 5 6, remember I have already used one of the 3, one of the 5 and one of the 6s also here. Now if I look at here, 3 5 and 6 has been used. Now in the word India, let's say if we say in the, okay, the THE में 5 यूज हो रहा है, बट 5 तो S होता है, यहां पे कुछ और यूज हो रहा है. ठीक है, एनीवे, सो इफ आई लुक एट द वर्ड इंडिया, इन द इंडिया we know one of the 3 is used for the I, and there are 2 I's, so the 2 I's I'll remove I's, and both the I's are used for the, so both the I's are used for the 3. Okay, I can remove the 3, and one of the A will be represented by 6, so I can so N and D are left out. So N and D, ठीक है, N और D, और यहां से 1 और 6 बच गया. तो कोड फॉर N and D is either 1 or 6. Okay, just keep that thing in mind. The code for N and D is either 1 or 6. So similarly, we will compare N and D. Now, I के लिए 3 है. In the word bird, I is equal to 3. So in the word bird, I'm removing I and I'm removing 1, 3, as we know that. So I and 3 is there. Now we are left out with BRD and 1, 3, 4. So that is equal to BRD is left and 1, 3, 4. NBR. In the N, D and BR, D is common, and among the letters 1 is common. So 1 is definitely represented by D. Is that clear? So D is equal to 1. So D is equal to 1 here. So I am removing D is equal to 1 also. So in the bird, the D is equal to 1. And in the India, D is equal to 1. If D is equal to 1 from India, तो can it equal to 6? Okay, मैंने कहीं और लिख दिया. I am writing down neatly here. So in the word BRD, नीचे लिखता हूं. BRD, it is 1, 3, 4. And N and D of India, it is 1 and 6. So between BRD and N and D, the common link is D, and 1 is also common. So D is definitely 1. So D is represented by 1. So D is by 1. So it means N is represented by 6. So N is represented by 6. So 6 is also represents N. So any doubts to anyone? So India के सारे letters मुझे पता चले. So I'm removing this. I'll use India now. Okay. But for B and R, from the bird, I can say the code for B and R can be either 3 or 4. So the code for B and R from the bird, it is 3 or 4. Okay. So B and R, इनमें से कोई एक 3 और एक 4 है. We'll see that. कहीं किसी और से मुझे help मिलेगा, probably. So among one of them, B and R is equal to 3 and 4 here. Now, similarly, now we are left out with the word the, THE. T का THE मुझे नहीं पता क्या है. 4 हो सकता है, 5 हो सकता है, 8 भी हो सकता है. Anything is possible, so just leave that here. Now, in the word peacock and the national and designated, let's see. In the word peacock, so we know peacock. So anything is here. So 5, 6, 8 and 8 and 999. So 5, 6, 6 is for A and 9. So 6 is A. So peacock cancel by 6. That is done. Okay. About P and E, we have not identified the code till now. C, O, C, K. O का भी नहीं पता है, C का भी नहीं पता है. But what are the possible values of C? There are 2 C's. So if there are 2 C's, so can you see the possibility that C can be either 8 or कुछ नहीं हो सकता है? Alright. The C can be either 8 or 9 because one more letter can represent here. But we know that 9 is used only for 2 letters. ठीक है? अब वो कौन से 2 लेटर हैं उसके लिए 9. Now अब यहां पे 9 3 बार यूज हो रहा है. अब अगर यहां पे 9 में 3 बार यूज कर रहा हूं, ठीक है, दैट इज द की. अगर मैं 9 को 3 बार यूज कर रहा हूं तो क्या वो तीनों लेटर्स डिफरेंट हो सकते हैं? बिकॉज द कंडीशन सेज हियर दैट फोर्थ वन The code, third point, the digit 9 code only 2 letters. The digit 9 code only 2 letters. So the digit 9 here, the 3 9 can represent only 2 different letters. So it means one of the 9, 2 of the 9 represents 2C, और एक जो 9 होगा वो किसी और नंबर को रिप्रेजेंट करेगा. वो P भी हो सकता है, E भी हो सकता है, O भी हो सकता है, but C is definitely represented by 9. Any doubts now? Tanya, Santosh, everyone? Is that point clear? That C is definitely represented by 9. So the letter 9, it is definitely represented by C. So the 2C will be represented by 9, we can say here. Okay. So 2C is nothing but that is equal to 9. Okay. Yes. Just a minute. Yes. So 2 of the C, I'll remove 2 C's and then 2 9 also. So those 2 9 चला गया. अब मेरे पास बचता है यहाँ पे PEOK और इसके लिए 5 8 8 9. Okay. So we'll see whether we have identified for the code as P, B और R. वहां पे अभी भी बचा हुआ है P and R. Okay. O and F. Off का O and और यहाँ पे POK में भी O कॉमन है. So between off, I'm writing here off, that is 9. So between PUOK and OF, there is one letter which is common, that is O. And 9 is also common. So 9 is also represented, O is also represented by 9. So 9 के लिए O हो. Okay. So O के लिए 9 हो गया. O के लिए 9 हो गया यहाँ पे. All right. So F के लिए क्या हो गया? 7. So 7 is represented by the letter F. Okay. So 7 is represented by the F. So I have utilized off also. Is that clear? So now we are left out with P. So PEK में एक 5, एक आ रहा 8 और एक 8 होगा. We need to identify B और R अभी भी बचे हुए 3 and 4. So any doubts to anyone till this step? Please tell me. Clear? Now let's talk about the. अच्छा, the में E यूज हो रहा है. Remember, the में E यूज हो रहा है. And PEK में 588 हो रहा है. So कौन सा कॉमन? अच्छा, THE as well as 458 ना. So okay, we have no idea because 8 can be also common. E is the common, तो E common है, तो 8 भी हो सकता है, K भी हो सकता है. तो anyway, just leave it as of now. Okay, guys. Oh. Somehow I erased everything. Somehow I pressed the wrong button, E, and everything got erased. फिर से दोबारा से सॉल्व करना पड़ेगा मुझे. Do you want me to solve it? Then संतोष, या हो जाएगा? Please tell me. Otherwise, I need to write everything once again from the beginning. और मेरी जहां तक मुझे याद है, I just see. Let me write down. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. हो जाएगा ना? कर लोगे? All of you, you all can do it. It was not a difficult one. We have done this type of question in the coding decoding. हो जाएगा. Great. So ठीक है. The answers मैं फिर भी बता देता हूं. You all can cross check your answers. इसका आंसर ऑप्शन ए है. For question number 25, the answer is option number A. Okay. For question number 26, the answer is D. For question number 27, the answer is D. And for question number 28, the answer is A. And the last set, another easy one. So now tell me, any one of you want me to discuss the last set? Set 8 discuss करना है? Please tell me. This is also doable. It will not take too much of time. It says each visitor to an amusement park needs to buy a ticket. Ticket can be platinum, gold, or economy. So the ticket, it can be nothing. It is the platinum. Okay, then there is a gold ticket and then there is economy ticket. Okay, so each visitor to an amusement park needs to buy a ticket and the tickets can be platinum, gold, or economy. Okay, the tickets can be either platinum or gold or economy. Now it says visitors are classified as old, middle-aged, or young. So I can say that is visitors are now old, middle is, and the young. The following 140 tickets are sold in total. So total number of tickets sold is 140. Okay. The number of middle aged visitor. So it says the number of middle aged visitor. It is twice the number of old visitor. So middle old is X, so the middle is twice, 2X. Okay. While the number of young visitor was twice the middle age. So sum of these two equal to 140. So I'll get X is equal to 20, old age is 20, middle age is 40, and the young is nothing but 20 into 4, that is 80. So that is the case here. Okay. 20, 40, and 80. I hope that it is clear. So old is 20, middle is 40, and the young is nothing but that is equal to 80. Point number 3. Young visitors bought 38 of the 55 economic totals were sold. So total number of economic tickets is 55. And the young visitor bought 38. So ये 38 हो गया यहाँ पे. ठीक है? Young visitor यहाँ पे 38 हो गया. Alright. And it also says young visitor bought 38 of the 55 economic tickets that were sold. And they bought half the total number of platinum tickets that were sold. So the total number of platinum tickets which were sold, young people have bought A. Alright. So total number of platinum ticket is 2A. So the young people have bought out of 2A A ticket. So I can write down A. Now the total number of gold tickets bought by old visitors was equal to the number of economic tickets bought by old visitors. Number of economic tickets by old visitors. So let's say number of economic tickets for old visitor is B. So gold tickets. So number of gold tickets by old visitor is also equal to B. And this row, first row is equal to 20. So platinum will be equal to 20 minus 2B. Okay. The column of platinum total sum has to be equal to 2A. So this will be equal to A plus 2B minus 20 ना. Remember इन तीनों का sum 2A आना चाहिए. तो middle value आ जाएगी. Okay. Now in the last row young का total sum 80 होना चाहिए. So ये 38 और ये A है तो ये middle value आ जाएगी A के terms में. That will be comes out to be 42 minus A. Okay, that is 42 minus A here. और economy में total 55 होना चाहिए. So middle value that is minus B. Okay, middle value 17 minus B. तो अब जो middle है इसमें ये total value ये भी आ जाएगा because middle का total sum 40 होना चाहिए. So again I'll get everything in terms of A and B, and this value it is equal to 43 minus A minus B. So if I add the total gold, it will be equal to nothing but that is 85 minus 2A. Okay, 85 minus 2A. Okay, अगर मैं सबको add करता हूं तो यही आएगा क्या 85 minus 2A. Just a minute. 43 plus 42 is 85 minus 2A. And the total it has to be equal to 140. Yes or no? So I can say 2A plus 85 minus 2A plus 55 is equal to 140. So can you tell me what is the value of A, Tanya? तो 55 प्लस 80 अच्छा ये 140 तो A की वैल्यू इससे मैं नहीं कैलकुलेट कर सकता ना वैसे ही सम 140 आ रहा है इट इज अ डिपेंडेंट इक्वेशन सो विल नॉट गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ A. So now rest everything depends upon the question to question and we can solve it. Alright. So the first question 29. It says if the total number of old visitors buying platinum tickets, old visitors buying platinum tickets, so old visitor who is buying platinum tickets, that is 20 minus 2B, was equal to the number of middle aged visitor buying platinum tickets. So middle aged buying platinum. So middle aged buying platinum, that is A plus 2B minus 20. A plus 2B minus 20. So A plus 2B minus 20. Okay. So from here I'll get 20 plus 20, that is equal to 40, which is equal to A plus 4, 0. Okay. Middle-aged visitor buying platinum. Then which among the following could be the total number of platinum tickets sold? So total number of platinum tickets sold, that is equal to 2A. Okay, that is equal to 2A. All right. So what is the possibilities? You know, which of among the following? So I say, but number of old visitors buying platinum tickets, that is 20 minus 2B, was equal to the number of middle-aged visitors buying platinum ticket A plus 2B minus 20. So which among the following could be the total number of platinum tickets sold? So that is equal to 2A. Now also few of the parameters from here, none of the values can be negative ना. तो इससे भी मेरे पास कुछ आ जाएंगे, like 20 minus 2B, I can say old में 20 platinum 20 minus 2B, it has to be greater than equal to 0. So it means B, it has to be less than equal to 10. That is the condition. B has to be less than equal to 10. Okay, B is less than equal to 10. और देखो जहां पे भी निगेटिव है वहां से आ जाएगा मेरे पास बी की वैल्यू हो गई, ए की सिमिलरली you can calculate. So B has to be less than equal to 10. What about 42 minus A? It has to be greater than. That is also another condition. Now 43 minus A minus B. So in any case, B has to be less than equal to 10. So even if I take B equal to 10, 10 fours are 40. A is equal to 0. After that, value will decrease by how much? 1. So A can be equal to 4. Okay. तो a इक्वल टू 4 हो सकता है और क्या हो सकता है 8 हो सकता है 12. So a has to be a multiple of 4 under this condition. So I can reject option number A, option number B. So the possibilities A is A equal to 32 or 36. So we can say if A is equal to 32, in that case B is equal to 2. 4 2s are 8, 32. A is equal to 36, B is equal to. Now we also need to check whether it is satisfying rest all the condition A equal to 32 and B equal to 1. So A is 32, B equal to 2. And तो ये conditions अब मैं check कर लूंगा एक एक करके, so that it should satisfy rest all the conditions also. Important thing. Okay. So if let's say if A equal to 30, A equal to 36 and B equal to 1. So A equal to 36, B is equal to 1. A equal to 36, B equal to 1. A equal to 36, 2 are 72, and B equal to 1. क्या satisfy करेगा? चेक कर लो, ये मुझे चेक करना होगा. I don't think it will satisfy. Old is there, middle is there. Am I audible? कुछ कहीं maybe I have written some value wrong, might be possibilities here. Just a minute. And middle platinum. Okay. Now remember the sum of these two has to be equal to A होना चाहिए. क्या ये आ रहा है? 20 minus 2B. 20 will get cancelled 2B and that is equal to A. Yes. It is to be equal to A. Acha. Yes. Now just here. We have got A equal to 36 and B equal to 1. Let's say if I say A is equal to 36 and B is equal to 1. So if I say A is equal to 36 here. Okay, A is equal to 36 and B is equal to 1. So B is equal to 1. So if I substitute B equal to 1, I'll get 20 minus 2, which is 18. And here A equal to 36. So 36 minus here B equal to 1. यहाँ पे भी आ रहा है, but and this is equal to 36 2s are 72. What is the question here? Which among the following could be the total number of platinum tickets sold? So total number of platinum tickets sold is equal to 2A. So it can be 32 and 2, 36 and 1. Just give me a minute. 20 minus 2 is equal to A plus 2B minus 20. So the equation is 20 plus 20 is 40. And 40 is equal to A plus 4B. So 40 is equal to A plus 4B. और ये टोटल 2A है, तो ये जो 20 माइनस 2B होना चाहिए वो A by 2 के इक्वल भी होना चाहिए. ये 18 हो रहा है. And I've got the equation 36. So 36 plus 2B. 36 plus 2 is 38. 38 minus 20, it is also coming out to be 18. If I take A is equal to 32. Let's see here. Just a minute. If I take A equal to 32, B is equal to 2. So B is equal to 2. So 20 minus A is equal to 32. The total will be equal to 64. And in that case, this value 32 and this will be 2B. And B is equal to, in the second case, it is 2. So B is equal to 2. So 20 minus 4, that is 16. Okay, so 32 minus 20, that is 12. 12 plus 4, that is 16. So 16, 16, 32 and 64, 18, 18, 36 and 72. So I think both of them are satisfying. Just here. 42 minus A. Maybe something which I have missed out. I need to check that. So just a minute. Just give me a minute here. (20 minus 2B A plus 2B minus 20). (20 minus 2B). So 20 minus 2B, it is equal to, it has to be equal to A by 2. Okay. So 20 minus 2B is equal to A by 2. So A equal to nothing but that is 40 minus 4B होना चाहिए. अब A equal to 40 minus, because remember 20 minus 2B, ये जो होगा ये A है और ये दोनों इक्वल हैं, तो ये A by 2 के इक्वल, ये भी A by 2 के इक्वल होना चाहिए. Alright. So 20 minus 2B, it has to be equal to A by 2 and A by 2, and this is equal to A. And this total, so that is 20 minus 2B, it is equal to A by 2. So A is equal to 40 minus 4B. So that is 2A equal to 80 minus 8B. So 80 minus 8B. So in that case, the total number, so this number, total number of platinum seats, it has to be multiple of 8. Okay. I think I know what a mistake I've committed. The question is talking about total number of platinum tickets. So total platinum tickets means total number of platinum ticket is equal to 2 A होना चाहिए ना. So total number of platinum tickets it is. So in the option, the value of 2A is given. Total number of tickets. तो option में 2A की value given है. Remember guys. So ऑप्शन में 2A की वैल्यू गिवन है, तो 2A जो होगा वो किसका मल्टीपल होगा? A तो है 4 का मल्टीपल. ओके, इतना टाइम नहीं लगना चाहिए था. आई हैव जस्ट नोट. सो इन द ऑप्शन इट इज 2A, ऑलराइट, नॉट A. So options, it is the value of 2A, and I have just taken with A. So A, you can see a multiple of 4. So if A is a multiple of 4, so 2A, it has to be a multiple of 8. Yes or no? 8 का multiple, so A की option है, that is option number C. So that's why the answer is 32. Okay, the correct answer is option number C, 32. Any doubts to anyone now? Clear now, Tanya? I was just checking the wrong options here. Instead of options is not A but 2A, and we are trying with A. That's why you are getting two different answers. So can I move to the next slide? Please respond, all of you. Okay. Similarly, now question number 30. It says if the number of old visitors who is buying platinum ticket, so old visitors and buying the platinum ticket, that is equal to 20 minus 2B, was equal to the number of middle-aged visitors. So middle-aged visitors buying economy tickets. So middle-aged visitors buying economy tickets, that is 17 minus B. So from here I'll get that is 3, it is equal to 3B, so B is equal to 1. Then the number of old visitors buying gold tickets. So old visitor who is buying gold tickets, that is equal to B itself. Okay, so the answer is 1. So can I move to the next question now, if this is also clear to all of you? Okay. Then the number of old here, 17. Yes. So B is equal to 1. So the answer is 1. So can I move to the next slide? Next question. If this is clear to all of you, please respond. Okay. Just a minute. But if it I'm getting here, you can also cross if the number of old visitor buying platinum tickets. So old visitor who is buying platinum tickets. So old visitor buying platinum tickets, that is 20 minus 2B. Okay. Was equal to number of middle aged visitors buying economy tickets. So middle aged buying economy tickets, that is equal to 7B. So 20 minus 2B, it is equal to 17 minus B. Na? So I'm getting 20 minus, so B is getting, I'm getting it is equal to 1. But if B is equal to 1, whether it will satisfy all the other condition if B is equal to 1, thus here. Because the correct answer for this question is given as 0. Uh, well, if the number of old visitors buying platinum tickets, old visitor who is buying platinum tickets, that is 20 minus 2B, was equal to the number of middle aged visitors buying platinum tickets. So just a minute, guys. I can't see the chat. We're getting B equal to 3. Nahin. Now we cannot use the data of the previous question. Our question number 30 to different ho gaya 29 se. So it says number of old visitors buying platinum tickets. So old visitor buying platinum tickets. Let me see. So old visitor who is buying platinum tickets, that is equal to 20 minus 2B. Old visitor who is buying platinum ticket is 20 minus 2B is equal to the number of middle aged visitors buying economy tickets. So middle aged and buying, they are buying economy tickets. That is 17 minus B. So 20 minus 2B, it is equal to 17 minus B. ये तो सही लिखा है मैंने equation. But the answer is 0. So maybe some equation I have written it wrong. That might be the possibilities here. No. So 20 minus 2B is equal to 17 minus B. Na? So 20 minus 17, it 3. Okay. और ये इधर जाएगा. So 3B. So okay, that's right. B is equal to 3 we are getting, not 1. Okay. So B is equal to 3, we are getting the B is equal to 3. But can B be equal to 3? That is the point here. If I take B equal to 3, whether it will satisfy other values, that we need to check here. So वो शायद satisfy नहीं करेगा. Okay. So if I take B is equal to 3, 17 minus 3, that is equal to 14. This I'll get 14. B is equal to 3. Okay. So B is equal to 3. So what is the value of A if B is equal to 3 here? So this value, yes. Let me erase this thing. So I'm writing down now neatly here. B is equal to 3. So 20 minus 6. 20 minus 6. It is 20 minus 6. That is equal to, this is 14. And this is equal to 3. So 14 plus 3 plus 3 is 20. This is 14. Okay. And what is the value of A if B is equal to 3? So this is 40 minus A. Okay. This is 43 minus A minus, this will be equal to 40 minus A here. If B is equal to 3, 40 minus A. And if B is equal to 3, 3 to the 6. So I'm getting A minus 14 here. Okay. A minus 14. So in this case, A minus 14 minus A plus 14. So this 14 and 14 will get cancelled. I'm getting 40. And there may be something which I have written it wrong. That might be the possibility. Okay, the correct answer of this question is actually equal to 0. नहीं ठीक है 3 आंसर मैंने आंसर की गलत लिख रखा ओके द आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन इज डेफिनेटली 3 के आंसर की में आई हैव रिटन 0 so that's why I was thinking how to get 0 0 0 and 0. Is that clear? Can I move to the next question now? 30 is clear. Similarly 31. Okay, for 31 probably you'll get 0. Okay, and for 32 you'll get the answer A. हो जाएगा अब तान्या मैंने गलत आंसर्स की बताए थे लास्ट टाइम इसलिए देयर वाज अ okay guys so chalo good day to all of you see you all in the evening then all right